YouTube.
Twitch streaming, a simple button press.
It's so easy.
Yeah, I ain't on YouTube here. I like YouTube.
I literally just use my my stream deck. I just press one button and it starts.
You have the Elgato Stream Deck?
Yep.
Is it worth the money? Is it good?
Oh, hells yes, it's fucking good. Blake, I can press one button and open all the programs I need to start streaming, and then press one button again and start streaming.
Okay, so it seems
Customize it like I be saying all on Twitter.
Okay,
You are
so
selling me on this.
Of course, that didn't
It's
work.
basically like a hotkey thing.
I like this. I like this much.
If you're gonna get one though, I'd recommend not getting the 6-button one and getting the larger one, because I do find the 6-button one kind of sucks, and I really wish I had more buttons.
Okay, we are live.
I think it's in the wrong one though. I gotta post a link to the current one.
So don't get the mini, get the XL.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I
the
mean.
XL is 200 Canadian money, ass, bro.
And I think the mini's like $150.
Mini's 100. Yeah, okay. So for an extra $100 to get. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I'll keep an eye on that.
Let's go to events. All right, so let's go here. Does anybody still have the old?
Yes, I have it open.
All right, post this. Does anybody still have the old? Post this. Link
I have
in
it on
there.
my phone. That's a bad idea.
Post this, link.
Okay, let's see if I can type this in effectively.
Okay. I think everything's working out pretty well. Okay. I think everything's working out pretty well. All right, there might be 2 streams going right now. I'm trying to cancel the other one, so just be patient with that, but this is the one that it should be on. Okay. Yo, shout out to Salazar Naruto. I love you too, bro. All right. Should probably have the chat. Should probably have the chat up somewhere.
I don't like engaging in parasocial relationships.
I love parasocial relationships. All right,
Well,
I'll keep that up just like
You
that.
probably haven't seen the bad side of it yet.
Okay. Alrighty. I think everything is going well. I think we are live right now. We will get started with the podcast. Welcome everybody in the chat, all my panel members, to HPMP episode 35. We are trying to be consistent about this, having a podcast every other week. So be sure to tune in, subscribe to the channel if you want to just, keep up with it. We will, of course, start out with the introductions. So, go right ahead, Gab.
Hey guys, it's Gab. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Hope it's gonna be another great one.
Okay, go ahead, Riku.
What's up, y'all?
Okay, Souls.
What's up, everybody? Let's get into it.
Nightmare.
I'm here. I'm trying to type something. But hey, welcome to the show.
All right.
Is that a D or a Q?
I don't know. Blake.
Hey, what up? Welcome to the HPMP podcast. How's everyone doing tonight?
And our guest member right now, Gaming with Spoons.
Hey guys, Gaming with Spoons, glad to be here and hope to have some fun tonight.
Alrighty. Gaming with Spoons, what's your favorite JRPG, man?
I like too many to count. I don't really have this right now. I'll say my first RPG was Final Fantasy IX.
Ah, man, did you enjoy that one?
I did.
Ah, man, you hate to see it. I'm sorry. When people say Final Fantasy IX is not that, it's not that great. Actually, I don't have pelvic here to deny that. So, but I played Final Fantasy IX for a little bit. I didn't care for it, but it also wasn't bad. I need to really go back to it and try to play it myself. So we'll see what happens. All right. So what's going on with everybody? What's everybody currently playing at the moment? Spoons, you got any games you're playing right now?
Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm at the butt end of it, so looking forward to finishing that.
How you enjoying it so far?
Oh heck, I love it. I loved the first one, but the second one just takes everything the first one did really, just does it better.
I feel like Cold Steel 3 does the exact same thing. Like, it takes everything from the previous games and literally dials it up to like 11. It's just really good. Everything blends together so well in that game. But I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Did you play any of the other Cold Steel games? I mean, Legend of Hero games?
I haven't done yet. I've been I wanted to get through them all. Cold Steel 3 came out, but I've been trying to get through 1 and 2, and that's been kind of itself.
Do you plan to go straight to 3, or do you gonna play the other games?
I'm probably gonna hop into 3 and then go back and replay the others.
Okay, I gotta know your experience is with that when you start playing 3, because 3 is 3 is something else. Blake, what you currently playing, man?
So last week I impulse bought Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 because it was like $18 Canadian on the eShop, like $12 American. And I've put like 20 hours into it so far. I'm like level like 49. I just got Super Saiyan 3. I'm running through the Cell Saga. It's a fun game and it runs really well on Switch. And I've always had an interest in it from like a Dragon Ball standpoint, but I feel like the create your own character in this is actually really enjoyable opposed to every other create your own character I've done, like Sonic Forces, Shinobi Strikers, or Jump Force. So that's what I've been up to recently.
But you haven't tried Dragon Ball Fusion, so...
We'll get around to it. We'll put it on the list. I mean, it's on 3DS.
Great.
I mean,
I
my
think
3DS.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty
my
cool.
3DS
I
is
actually
kinda-
decided to
it's
buy it and gifted my brother because it's cool.
Do you play online?
I do every now and then. Me and another friend in our friend group have been playing it. I've been trying to get Souls. This man said he'd buy it when I bought it, and then I bought it. He said I'll wait till later on, and the sale ends like tonight. And this man still hasn't got the game.
I'm gonna get it.
I don't know.
He's still saying he's gonna get it. He's got like 6 hours on the clock to buy that game.
Oh man, you already know like an hour and a half of that is already taken up, so he's got like 4 hours technically.
Bro,
Oh, man.
I mean, this guy, he want me to double dip. I already have it on PC.
But how
Bruh.
much is it though?
It
It's only
was
$12.
$12, yeah.
That's true. Okay. All right, Nightmare, what you currently been up to, man?
Not much. I had a lot of weird things going on. I actually went back and played a few old Command and Conquer games because they are fun. I don't know.
Okay, all right. We gotta get you playing some more games, my guy.
But I don't have the money for that right now, so I probably have to borrow it from the internet all the time. So.
Ah man, you hate to see it. Okay, all right. Souls, what you currently been up to? What's your current game that you're rocking right now?
I just looked at my Steam real quick. I'm just looking at
Oh,
my
no!
Xenoverse. I'm just looking at Xenoverse 2. I got like almost 70 hours in that game. I'm really now apprehensive about getting it again.
Oh man,
Don't you cop out. Don't you cop out, boy. Don't you. I need people to play with.
All right. But I'm currently playing. Well, I haven't really been playing much because I've been working. I've been really busy, but I've been streaming Grace's F hard mode on Twitch recently. It's been real okay. It's been pretty cheap. It's I don't know why Grace's F tries to put a hard mode and make it act like it's really difficult when they just do a lot of cheap stuff to throw at you. It's stupid.
so what are you doing? Cheesing that whole entire game, or is it like
It's that's like the only way to win. You have to play dirty. You can't like go into it with honor or strategy. One thing I will say about playing a Tales game on hard mode is that how nowadays you really don't care about using items or money in Tales games, but when you play it on hard mode, you actually really do have to keep that in mind, like how much money you're using, how many items you're using. So I don't know, maybe that's something to consider in the future when playing another Tales game. But not only that, but I've also been playing this mobile game, Last Claudia.
Last
Pretty
Claudia?
fun. Yeah, the graphics, art style is kind of like an old Final Fantasy 16-bit style. It's actually been really fun.
Okay, I gotta look that up later
Yeah,
and
definitely
see what that is.
check it out.
Even though I can only play one mobile game at a time, my friend is trying to
Yeah.
get. I'm currently in Fate Grand Order. I'm in it. I'm invested in more ways than one. And my friend is trying to get me to really be on Pokemon Go, and I'm like, I can't do 2 mobile games at once.
Yeah,
I mean,
if
They
you have
definitely
two,
take up a
if you
lot of
have
your
two
time.
phones, it's easier. Dual wield. But
It's all about timing and dedication. I can't. We'll see about that. Riku, what game you currently playing? As if I don't already know.
I am playing Geometry Wars 3. It's a great game.
Well, that sounds like some crap that you be playing.
Boy,
Nah.
if you don't stop.
Wow.
No, I actually was messing around with some Geometry Wars as I was waiting for my copy of Cold Steel 3 to drop. And when that came, it's over, man. It's over.
How far are you in that game? How far are you in it right now?
I'm at the end of chapter 1 right now.
Oh, damn. I thought you would have been up to chapter 3 at least.
No, you know how long these chapters are.
Yeah, they're freaking long. Oh, my God. I think I got to mention that.
That's I don't know if I would consider that a bad thing or a good thing. It's just they are what they are. Like it doesn't feel like it's dragging on anything. Like,
yeah,
it's a Trails game. You know how they go, but these are definitely the longest chapters in any Trails games I've seen before. I'm in no rush, but yeah, I'm having a fucking blast with it. As you can tell, I'm not my hyperactive Riku-san one self as right now because. Yeah, 11 and a half hour streams and pulling on letters and all the energies over there right now. So I'm just.
Jesus Christ! You're also botting out too.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'll try and do something about that.
Okay.
Gab,
what you currently playing?
I just recently beat AI the Somnium Files, which is like a detective VN with gameplay elements, and it was fucking awesome. Highly recommend.
I was looking at that game. I was like, the art style looks pretty good. The way it's presented is really good. It's just that it's not.
You want to know why the art style looks good?
Why?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's the same guy that did the characters for Fire Emblem Awakening. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Really? Look like his style.
Yes,
really,
I was surprised
really
as well. He's amazing, and it has a great soundtrack, and the story is actually really good.
Okay. If I can find it for cheap, I might jump on that.
It's a full price game. Bro.
It's a full price for him? Aw, man. You hate to see it.
And there's the worst part about it, I think, is that there's only 6 routes you can take, so it's a pretty easy run through.
I was trying to get into another visual novel by Arc System Works. I forgot what it was called. Either way.
I'm trying to play if anyone wants to gift me that. Yo.
Gab out here trying to get the free stuff. I see you
guys. I almost beat 30 games this year. I'm on a freaking roll.
Wow, that's really good. Damn.
I'm at 27, so.
My God. Gab out here got something to prove. Holy crap. It might have been X-Blaze. I'm not sure, Azar. It might have been. What were you saying, Spoons?
I've heard that the humor in AI and so many files. Anyways, I heard that it's just funnier than heck. Like turns it on its head.
It's great. Like at first you think it's kind of cringy, but then once it really sets in, you're like, wow, this is actually really well written. And there's so many little extra lines you can get that don't even have to do the story, but it's just banter between characters that really feels good to hear, and it's just nice.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we got everybody's currently playing. I'm currently playing right now. I'm still going in on Trails of Cold Steel 3. I'm playing a little bit of Atelier Ryza, and the game is actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be the same Atelier game, but they did some things with the battle system, made it more active, and it's like you only control one character in battle, and you kind of can attack multiple times per turn, depending on how much AP you have. I think that's what it's called. But overall, this is actually a pretty good game. If you're looking forward to playing Atelier Ryza, you are going to be pretty satisfied, I gotta say.
Metacritic predictions, please.
I'm gonna give this I'm gonna say a high 70s, low 80s, like 78, 80 at the most, honestly.
You don't see an 81?
Nah, I don't see an 81. I don't see that.
I can see an 81 at highest.
Because I feel like the most like major sites probably won't even play it, to be honest. I think like GameSpot, because I don't think they review Atelier games anyway. So we'll see.
It's gonna be at a high score because it's not gonna be that many reviews. Only the hardcore fans.
or rather, people are gonna hate it because of thick thighs and like totally filled out female characters. And I think we discussed it last week that one of the characters was like really busty and really had a big butt, and we thought it was the
girl.
Yeah, we thought it was the image that was just being stretched out. No, that's how it is.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. And I'm like, okay, I could take this. I don't mind, but I'm sure that critics are gonna blast it, like official critics.
I'm pretty sure she is a nice and fine character, and we all gonna love her. But that design is not appealing at first.
Yeah, when you first look at it, it's just like, oh wow, her boobs are really big, her ass is really big. It's like you don't really see that much in JRPGs, a character with a big butt. So that's kind of interesting to me.
Which character is this?
It's a character in Atelier Ryza, like one of the party members. I don't remember her name.
Oh, she's a party member? I thought she was like an antagonist.
The thick queen, we call her.
To Google I go.
She's an actual character, but besides
the baddest of them all.
But besides all the, thick thigh save life stuff, it's actually a pretty sound game. I'll have a video up on it probably sometime.
That's what I fucking thought.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we're going to jump right into our first topic, and we're going to tackle the elephant in the room of Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Seems that this game is getting censorship in a way. I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't even know what's going on with this game. There's so many things being conflicted, so many news reports, people saying different things. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not for censorship. I don't want to see any games censored. It's not going to stop me from getting a game, but I don't like censorship because it sets a bad example for the whole industry as a whole. I think Gaming with Spoons, you know exactly what's going on with this. Can you just give us a real heads up about what's going on here?
Yeah, so from my understanding, what's going on with, they took the Western localization and used that apparently as the base model, and they are now what's caused everybody to be frustrated. They're using this in Japan, so now the Switch version is the censored Western version from that they used when they ported over from the Wii U, and that's kind of essentially what it just sounds like. Is it's a Wii U port from my there are so many details that are just everywhere, but one key thing I was able to dig up was someone actually had an email from Atlas saying that Nintendo was the one handling the port, that Atlas didn't really have anything to do with it. So it kind of leads me to maybe believe that Nintendo just kind of took the cheap way out rather than censoring the game and just kind of used the Western base model to get the worldwide release instantaneously rather than putting effort into making a port.
See, that's why I'm getting conflicting reports on that people are saying this is Nintendo's fault, this is Atlas' fault, but I saw your video and you definitely said that Atlas responded that they said this is Nintendo's thing, in which I'm thinking that this is literally a really, like you said, I think you said it was a cheap port for the most part. And I'm like, that kind of makes sense because I thought Tokyo Mirage Sessions, we wouldn't get that in for another maybe 2 or 3 years down the line. The fact that we're getting this so quickly kind of rose one of my eyebrows. But also someone said, I think it was JRPG that said this, that they are using the latest version, and you wouldn't want to use the previous version. You want to use the latest and greatest. But my thing is, what's the problem in using the latest version, but going in there and just editing stuff? Taking stuff and taking all the censored parts and making them uncensored. So I don't understand the problem is with that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, for me, it makes sense because you need work hours to put the stuff back in, and that's work hours paid that you're not using for anything else, and that's an extra effort on top of something that you only re-release for cheap bucks so that everybody can dip in. It's not really surprising that they don't want to fix it. It's just that they just want to make a cheap port. That's what they want. And everything extra work cuts into the profit. That's clearly what it is. So they decided to not do that.
You might be right, but then again, they're adding stuff to this game as well.
Yeah, but that's different work hours that is put into it. It's not the same. It's kind of weird. I think it's just mismanagement in this case. You could have done this way better, but they probably didn't want it to. It's a weird situation here.
I don't know if I'm going to double dip on this myself now, because I was looking forward to playing with all the cut content, even though I played it myself uncensored because It was means that I did to get the game uncensored, but they're adding new stuff to it. So I'm like, okay, how much new stuff are you adding to this to warrant me going back to it and not being able to play uncensored like I did before in the past? So
Yeah.
it is really weird to me why they're doing this. I would rather them just like delay it for a couple of months so they can get those man hours in and go in there, because I'm guessing there's like some code and some engineering they gotta do. They gotta take the uncensored bits, get them in the censored version, and do a lot of research and whatnot. But yeah, this sounds like just a really lazy port, and I feel sorry for the Japanese people because they have the uncensored game, and I believe Tokyo Mirage Sessions for the Wii U sales skyrocketed in Japan because of this, because people were buying out the Japanese version on the Wii U. So that was pretty interesting to me how they're doing that. So
the thing that I assume that happened here is that the people who made the localized version probably had bad documentation. Like they didn't really tell everything what's going on, and without proper documentation, it's sometimes hard to fix this out. So probably just an organization issue that can also be, put into a financial issue. It's a complicated thing, but it's probably that.
Yeah, it just sucks in general how this could happen. You would think this is just real simple. Oh, port Tokyo Mirage Sessions to the Switch. All the uncut content. This is what everybody's been waiting for, and we get this thing right out of left field.
I mean, it didn't really help for the Japanese. The censored images when
you kind of cut
during
out there.
Sorry, but it didn't really help the fact that they updated the Japanese website to the censored versions after showing the censored one.
Didn't they go back on it and they updated it with the uncensored version?
Not that I heard.
Oh, okay. I thought they did. This is such a weird situation.
That's just doubling down on the
like
decision, I would say.
Do y'all think with the amount of like fan outcries that will potentially get a patch?
I think we'll get a delay. I think we'll get a delay, and they'll realize that you are really gonna impede sales here, because the point of the Nintendo and the Switch is to have content on there that Sony and the PS4 are just gonna censor. So you're coming to this console for that, and all of a sudden you get in this one game that suddenly decide to say, "Oh, I'm gonna censor all this stuff on it because, well, we're just lazy." So. It really sucks. I feel sorry for people, and if this game does bad, they should know why. Because this is still a niche game, even though everybody was looking forward to it. Even new people that I've never seen talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, especially when it came out on the Wii U. Even I got a Wii U. You know how I feel about the Wii U. I got this game, and now all of a sudden people are suddenly interested in this game. So it's like now they're not gonna buy it because they know it's gonna be censored. It sucks.
Also, I would like to take something. Before we started, somebody asked how the situation with Sony censorship is as of now, and I think I should go into that for a moment.
Go ahead.
So we haven't heard anything about Sony censorship going on, and I can tell you why. It's because we wouldn't have noticed this if that would have happened outside of a development cycle of few games. If they just had said, okay, we develop only this games and then our new policy is set in, we wouldn't have never noticed that there was a censorship going on. And now this policy is set in, and now everybody has to basically agree to that policy, so nobody can complain because all games are now developed with that in mind. So the reason you don't hear anything about that is because it's now basically moved into the licensing contracts from Sony. So we're not actually seeing any comparisons because the developers who want to make these games either understand how to circumvent it or decided to go to different platforms. That's why we don't see anything about that anymore.
Okay, hold on. Blake, you brought up an excellent point in the chat. There's over 100 viewers in here, and we only got 8 likes. People,
it's a problem.
Do y'all see the work I put into this? Okay, some other podcasters would just have a freaking wallpaper on screen or something like that. No offense to anybody here, but I'm just saying all the work I put into this. Okay, can y'all hit that like button for me?
We can't blame the algorithm when there's 111 of you dudes in here and 8 likes. You can't blame the algorithm for that. We can blame it for a lot of things, just not that.
Like, come on. I got the freaking animated background in here. I got everybody's icons. I got the freaking image of the current topic up there. Like, come
Someone
on,
give this man a
people.
raise. Give this man a
Come
raise.
on, people. I put in some work into this. Help me out. Okay? Help us all out. All right? We all providing you this entertainment. Okay? All right? All this informative stuff that you guys...
8 likes.
I know, right?
8 leaves, 1 blade.
Oh,
For
my
each
God.
like is one admittance that Shadow loves boobs.
Okay, yeah, please. Yeah, you know what? All right. Come on, people. God, man, you know.
Tell him this man he needs to repent his sins.
Okay, Riku, by chance, do you have anything to say about Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the Censorship?
I haven't looked into exactly the comparisons between the original version and the censored version. But a lot of people have been recommending that game to me. I need to get into more Atlas games.
Yeah,
but,
you definitely do.
Yeah, honestly, I think I've really only played Persona 4 and 5, and that's it.
You gotta jump
You
into
know what
that,
Atlas game you can skip? Trauma Center.
Jesus. But I mean, as far as this, I can understand why people are, pretty mad about this, especially since we haven't had the uncensored version here ever, right?
Nope, we have not.
Localized.
Nope. This is the whole point. This is really the reason we wanted this port.
And this is for Japan.
Japan is also getting the censored version.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense to me.
Did we figure out who's responsible for this? Whether it was Atlas or Nintendo?
People were saying that it was Atlas at first, but Gaming with Spoons got like a response, or like a user that got a response from Atlas saying that it was Nintendo's fault. That they're handling the localization.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say that's clear. So I think we should not blame anybody, but assume that somebody fucked up.
Yeah, somebody done goofed on this one.
Well,
But
you say fucked up, but it seems like it was done on purpose.
yeah, but
Corporate things often happen on purpose and then are declared fuck ups because they often don't think about this. So
I don't know how they couldn't think about this. They know that their Freedom Console, the Switch with the uncensored stuff, is one of the appeals that like Japanese, people that are big on Japanese games are attracted to.
I don't think they realize how important that is, and that's why they're doing this.
Here,
maybe
I'll
it's
drop
also
the,
that they saw. It could also be that they saw like Sony's yearly report and say like, yeah, that didn't really affect anything, and we thought like, yeah, we can go back on that. I don't know. It's hard to say. These people do not communicate with the public that well, and they are often just telling you whatever they think is best for the situation for marketing. So don't expect a clear answer from them.
Here's a question: is anyone picking up this game?
I'll drop the email real quickly in Discord chat so you guys
Okay.
see it if you want to.
Is anyone picking up this game?
I want to.
I think I don't know. I might. I'm not sure. I gotta see if it's really.
I mean,
uncensored.
if they haven't changed much, I still have the regular version on Wii U sitting in front of me right now. I can go play those at any time. If they don't change enough for it to actually like deem a Switch like even if they change the FPS and like resolution stuff, like upscaled a little bit, even if they did that, I'd probably pick it up on Switch. But if it's really not going to change much from the Wii U version, I don't see a reason to own it if you already have it.
Oh yeah, I checked the email. Yeah, that checks out. So apparently it's Nintendo's decision. That would make sense. Apparently, Nintendo is mostly handling the Western localization of the game, and apparently they decided to go back on that. It's of course a little bit weird why they do not merge effectively, but here you go. Corporate decisions not making sense. Welcome to reality.
Point is, I'll be buying the game, but on release date no. But I will be picking it up.
It doesn't make any sense. Like if it's a money issue, like if you don't censor the game, you're gonna get a lot of sales because the Switch has proven that you can just port something over to it and it just prints money for that game. So I don't know what they're worried about if it is manpower or man hours. They should know that this game will sell. But apparently they're just doing this real cheap, and you know what? Well, I think it is. They're getting it out so quick because what did the Switch have coming out next year? What's a major game on the Switch coming out next year? What do they have on the table?
Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay. Well, what else?
Gen 4 remakes, please.
We don't have that confirmed. What games do they have confirmed?
I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive
Xenoblade,
Edition.
yeah, Definitive Edition. Breath of the Wild 2.
That's not confirmed. That's like a concept right now. They ain't got nothing on that. See,
If we're talking just confirmed games, they normally lay those games out in January.
Wait, when does Luigi's Mansion come out?
This year.
Like next week.
Oh, okay.
Luigi's Mansion's like a week away. Yeah.
I think it comes out on the 31st.
Okay, well, I'm feeling like the Switch just kind of doesn't have a lineup next year, so they're trying to get stuff out in the first quarter of the year so they can get some sales. But I don't know what's going on.
Y'all thought this was gonna last forever? Welcome to PlayStation, baby.
Alrighty, so yeah, has Tokyo Mirage Sessions really crazy decision? I hope it doesn't come censored, but we'll see what happens.
I'll still buy it.
Yep.
Gab, did you play it? Did you play Tokyo Mirage Sessions when it came out?
Part of it, but I didn't finish it.
So would you get? Are you gonna double dip again, or
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
even if it's censored?
The Wii U was terrible, and that's the main reason
Yo,
I couldn't
preach.
play it.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
It was bad.
Blake, you heard that?
The Wii U
Listen.
was terrible,
Yeah.
and I couldn't play it because
have
this
nothing
console was bad.
Okay.
To say.
Okay. I wanted to make sure you heard that, Blake.
I couldn't enjoy Tokyo Mirage Sessions' goodness.
The Wii U is a Chronicles X machine until proven otherwise.
Big facts. All right.
But yeah,
So
this-
moving on to our next topic here. Let's Nightmare. You got something else to say?
I just wanted to say that the lessons that we learn here is that companies aren't your friend.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know how people
Yeah.
cap for these companies like crazy.
Yeah,
know.
like the PlayStation fanboys that are all over PlayStation, like they would never do anything wrong.
These companies do
Brand
not care about
loyalty
you.
is shit.
You are a money symbol to these companies. Okay,
Yes.
they don't
Yeah.
care about nothing about you. All right, especially the big ones. Maybe small ones they may care, but big ones definitely don't care. Alrighty, so we're gonna jump right into. Well, I don't know how many people have played it or are really anticipating it. Trails of Cold Steel 3 is coming soon. I'm already playing it, as Riku knows, but Riku, you playing it too right now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And what do you think of it so far?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, here we go.
This may be early to say,
Okay, here we go.
but this might be my game of the generation.
Of the generation, really?
Oh yeah.
I expect no less.
Oh man, yeah. I
And
can't.
I'm only on chapter 1.
Okay, it is that good. Don't get me wrong. This is like I'm gonna say it right now for my review. This is like a 10 out of 10 game for me, honestly. Especially if you played the other Legend of Heroes games. This game is like a treat. Okay, you will love this game if you played the
It's a
other
snack.
games.
Now, to be fair, I still haven't played Nier Automata, so maybe that would change.
Okay,
But,
definitely. That's
but
let me
currently
ask
my
you,
game of the generation is Neo 1. So
okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you real quick. It's kind of maybe spoiler, but not really. Does Reem shout out the Valimar speech?
yeah, he does. He did it in the demo. But
Okay,
yeah, he
nice,
will.
nice.
Yeah, he will do that in this game.
I went hype when he did that the first time in Cold Steel.
Me
3. I was
too.
like, yes!
Me too.
And Valimar's
still
like,
say it every
acknowledged. I'm like, yes. That's so
Yes.
great. Riku, what do you think about all the new mechanics they added to the game?
Man, they work so well together.
Big
It's
facts.
it's the reason I like baton pass in Persona 5, where it works with you shooting an enemy or knocking an enemy with their elemental weakness. They're falling down. You're doing baton pass, and then going into an all-out attack. I like that little rotation that Persona 5 has, and this one has one also. But it's a bigger they're bigger nodes to this giant circle of the mechanics, and it's lovely when you put it all together, man.
Yeah, they returned previous mechanics and like blended it into here with the brave orders and the break damage. Like you really got, especially if you're playing on hard difficulties, you gotta take into account brave orders and break damage because they will save your ass. The brave orders, they're basically like buffs that you can give your party, like increased attack, increased defense. They could reflect damage, physical damage, make casting times instant.
Like, bro, that one's my favorite right there.
Yeah, it really
'Cause
makes.
I remember my friend was like, "Oh yeah, if there's one thing I don't like about the Trails games is the fact that I have to use one turn to start a cast, and then my second turn, that's when the cast comes out." And he will always say that.
Yeah.
Well,
And now he
I
got
love
this
that.
brave
You
order.
love that zero cast thing that pops up.
if you
Yeah, that's basically
equip the
what the
right
brave order
orbs, you can get that down to like one turn, really.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
that is true.
Like if you
Well,
pick.
he's just talking about in previous games when you get those end game courts, but
Okay.
no, but yeah. As far as that, man, I thought going in, knowing that overdrive is no longer a thing, I thought I was gonna feel some type of way about that. But Brave Order, they basically took everything that was overdrive and chopped it all up into little tiny pieces and threw it into specific orders, which is cool.
Yeah. Those are the break damage is actually pretty cool. Like if you like break the enemy's break bar, they'll like go into like a break state and you'll do more damage that way. And it makes like rush attacks and burst attacks even more useful now. Because before,
that's a part of the circle.
In previous Trails games, I didn't have a reason to really rush or burst that much, like at all. But here it's like, oh, okay, I might have to take that into consideration. While
I like using burst whenever like I was really low on that bar that filled to do a S craft.
It really fills up it really fills up that brave your brave points really fast when you break an enemy. And
Oh, okay.
you know, their affinity, all of their affinity stars is raised to like max for everything, so everything will bring it up. It's just awesome, man. Because once you get all those brave points back, then you can start using brave orders again, and it's great. It is so great.
I was up on a boss battle. I don't know what happened. Like I was getting destroyed, and then all of a sudden, like the turn came up with 0 brave order. I was like, oh my god, thank you.
And that brave order 0 coming. All right, time to use my expensive brave order.
Exactly.
I can't afford this shit if this wasn't.
I got that Ebon Crest like reflect damage up, and I was like, all right, let me recover. Like I'm good to go now. Exactly. Let's go.
That's like the first thing you do when you get Ebon Crest on. It's just, all right, everybody in recovery mode. We got 4 turns to get our shit together.
Yes. That's the greatest part. And you're playing on Nightmare, right?
Yeah, I'm playing on Nightmare. It's awesome, man. I don't regret it one fucking bit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I ain't got time to be playing no game on Nightmare like that, but I can imagine it's really fun. Cause I told you I don't have the time to do that, but it seemed like I was playing. I'm still playing on hard actually. I was gonna turn difficulty down just so I can get through the game, but I was like, no, I gotta stick with this from now on. Even though there's no achievement for playing on hard, I think. But
as far as I remember, there's
one for
Nightmare also.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go through the game on hard then. But you know, one of the things that bugs me about the Trails games is that stats elements, they're really prevalent. But the thing about it is, if you don't know what's coming up, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
What do you mean?
Like let's just say like you encounter like a mini boss or a boss that throws purification stats attacks at you.
Petrification.
Petrification. You're gonna get your ass kicked no matter what. Like
if you don't. Here's the thing. Here's a good thing about it this time around though, is the fact that if you do get hit with an ailment, you have a brave order that will, turn your cast to only 1 turn. And if you have Recuria, then you can heal everyone in that 1 turn.
That's true.
That is
you can definitely do that.
Yeah. I think the Cold Steel games have some of the stupidest status ailments. Like
they have a lot. As long as it's not like one of the crazy ailments, it's probably in this game. Like the only ones you're not going to see in this game is like turning yourself into a frog or that balloon shit that was in Suikoden. If it's not some crazy shit, it's in Trails. You're going to get petrified. You're going to get blind. You're going to get sealed. You're going to get burned, freezed, everything.
I feel like those ailments are worse in Cold Steel games than in like other JRPGs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like that's like one of the special things about Trails games. Status attacks are really like useful, and you can hit a boss with a status attack, even though I don't think it lasts as long because I think I was spamming a boss with freeze, and it was only lasting 1 turn. But I was like, that's enough. That's enough for me. I don't really care. And I think I had skip their turn. Yeah, I think I had Reen equipped with the orb that let status elements last 2 extra turns or something like that, and it was still on 1 for the boss.
Oh, for the boss?
Yes, for the boss. So I think they balanced that out, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say status ailments are crazy, but can I get homesick?
I don't even know. How that even like relates.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
my,
an ailment or a debuff?
that's an
No,
ailment.
they have debuffs in there too, though. Like your defense down, attack down, speed down. They have all of that shit in there. But yeah, ailments are crazy. They were crazy in the crossbow games, like
Yeah.
motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, usually the store prior to whatever dungeon you're about to place usually has the prevention against certain ailments.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Yeah, like you're set up automatically. Like each store that you come across has anti status attacks like equipment, so you're set.
Yeah.
It's just the first time you do it, it's gonna be like, God damn it! I should have had
It's-
this accessory equipped.
Yeah, it depends because obviously sometimes they'll hit you with 3 different ailments, 2 of them. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to hold L on something.
So let me ask you a question, Riku. Do you think somebody could just jump into this one out of nowhere? Like they want to get started with Cold Steel and Legend of Heroes. Like, can they just jump into this game?
I have a friend that's doing that right now. I don't personally agree with it, but I'm not going to tell you to do with your money. I mean, here's the thing. I want Falcom to succeed financially at the end of the day. The main reason why the Trails games even made it to the console was for the fact that they wanted the series to be successful outside of Japan. It was already successful in Japan. They wanted to be successful outside of Japan. And during the time of the development of Cold Steel 3, the PS4 was, popping. The install base is there. That's where all the stuff is at. So they made a conscious decision to leave, the PS3 and the Vita to the PS4 because of the Western audience in the first place. And I think more than any other Trails game prior, people the question, can I jump straight into Trails of Cold Steel 3? And a lot of people are. So at the end of the day, when you see the president of Neon Falcom saying, oh yeah, you can jump into Cold Steel 3, you really can't. But he's saying that because he wants the sales anyway.
Yeah, it's like, what company has the balls to actually do this? To actually continue a game for 5 games and
It's
not
called
worry
Kingdom
about...
Hearts.
Well,
Kingdom Hearts, low-key Kingdom Hearts did the same thing too, where people are like, can I jump into Kingdom Hearts 3? Can I jump into, especially a lot of the Xbox guys who can't even play the previous games. They were jumping into Kingdom Hearts 3 like it was nothing.
Well, it's not many games do that. Not many, because they're worried about, we're going to impede sales if we make this a direct continuation.
Yeah, that is true.
Some games they don't care, and you think Kingdom Hearts can do that because it's so big. It's basically almost a worldwide phenomenon. Almost, probably not, but it's pretty big, so they can afford to. They can afford to do it. You would think things like with Cold Steel, they can't really afford to do that, but they did it anyway.
I remember when
I started Kingdom Hearts 2 before and made 1 10 times worse.
Oh man.
I remember I was reading something when Kondo, before he was the president, when he introduced Trails in the Sky first chapter to the company of Falcom, and they were doubting him. They're like, you want to make a game that's continuing for 5 or 6 parts? We don't know if this game is gonna succeed. We don't know if we're gonna put that much money into something that we don't even know if it's gonna succeed and whatnot. But I mean, during that time, nothing, like I said, other than Kingdom Hearts, from a JRPG standpoint, nothing is really doing anything that connects all of the stories together like that.
Yeah,
but it is definitely something that you're gonna have to tackle differently. You can't really compare it to anything because nothing's really doing it like this. A lot of Final Fantasies, you can jump into anyone and be good to go. Same thing for Tales, same thing for Persona. You don't have to have any back knowledge on it.
Yeah, and with my review coming up, I'm gonna be honest and say that you can't really, you can jump into this one, but seriously, you need to play Cold Steel 1 and 2 at the very least.
At the very least.
At the very least, you want to feel like you're connected with these characters, and you want to see how much they've grown. If you want that experience, you should really play Cold Steel 1 and 2 first.
I mean, I look at it this way: you're gonna have to jump in the series eventually. So pick an entry and then you can back play it to catch up what you missed on. So
that's another thing where from the perspective of the characters, the new characters like Kurt and Yuna, they don't really necessarily know what's going on with a lot of things too. When they're following Rin and Rin's like, hey, I remember you. Hey, I remember you. Catching up with all of them, and the new characters are just like, I don't know any of this. That's so from that perspective, if a new person came, more be on the side of the new characters that are there also. True. Where the people who have been there since the beginning are on the side of being like, oh my god, I just saw Mint pop up, Shadow Mint, and the little girl from NPC in Cold Steel 2, and I was like, holy shit, she has a voice now and all this other stuff. But if you hop in there, you're like, who the fuck is this little green-haired girl, flat as a plank?
Damn.
But you definitely there's some things coming up, Riku, that you're gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna go absolutely crazy.
I've been hearing some things.
Okay.
I mean, I just want to add real quickly, Shadow, on comment characters and stuff. That's kind of something we're going to talk about with Trails of Cold Steel 2 when I put it up. Some of my subscribers are asking, can I jump into this game without playing Trails of Cold Steel 1 because I couldn't get into it. And the story may be more fast-paced, and it might catch your interest more, but at the same time, you are going to miss all the character development that the first game had, so you're not going to be connected to the cast.
Exactly.
The thing is, when it comes to this franchise, other than Trails in the Sky Third, every single game in the franchise has a build-up game and a payoff game, or a setup game and a climax game. You need both. Other than, like I said, other than Trails in the Sky Third chapter, all of them have been this way. Trails, first and second chapter, Zero now, Cold Steel 1 and 2, and Cold Steel 3 and 4. So you can't just jump to the climax game without playing the setup game, people. At the very least.
If they want to, I can't stop them, but I don't recommend it at all.
Me neither.
So it's like watching Avengers and never seeing any Marvel movie ever.
It's exactly like Avengers.
I would say that's for Cold Steel 4. Cold Steel 4 is like jumping. Cold Steel 4 is like watching Infinity War and being like, I don't know any of these motherfuckers. But they're all here.
You might see something in Cold Steel 3, Riku. That might change your mind. That's all I'm going to say.
I've been hearing something about Cold Steel 3, but I heard it's more so for Cold Steel 4 more than any other. But yeah, I've been hearing some things too. But
Riku, it currently sits at an 85 on Metacritic. You think that's going to go up, or you think that's going to go down when it comes out?
I have no fucking clue. I think I predicted at the very highest it would be an 86. So the fact that it's at an 85 right now, it seems as where I thought it would be. I thought it would solidify at an 83. So it's doing better than I thought it would. It's sitting at the same thing as Ease 8, which also has an 85. So it's good. It's good.
All right, we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic right now. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. I see there's a couple of you in the chat, and there's a lot of you viewing right now. So if you could hit the like button, say hi if you're out there lurking. We don't bite. We're all here to have fun, a nice, engaging conversation.
What is the like side anyway right now?
That's a good question. I don't even know.
58.
Okay,
Ooh, that's a nice jump. An 8 from 58. 50.
Okay.
By 58, I mean 65. Hold up.
Okay.
Keep the likes coming, people.
All right, so we're going to move on to our next topic here. We're going to talk about the PlayStation 5 right now. Seems that the PS5 got confirmed to be coming out next year. Next year, I think in the winter.
Next year holiday.
Holiday of next year. And it seems that it's going to be way more powerful, a lot of new features and whatnot. My question to you guys is, are you going to get the PS5 day one? Spoons?
If the rumors are true that it is backwards compatible with PS1, PS2, like some of the rumors have been indicating, it's a day one purchase for me.
I highly doubt it's going to be backwards compatible from day one. I think they're gonna roll out updates. That's what I'm honestly thinking.
I honestly that's the thing. I think there's a with that, and people are like, oh, it's backwards compatible, saying it is. If it is, it's gonna be something like they're doing with PS2 to PS4.
Yeah.
So there's always a catch.
Blake, you gonna get the PS5 day one?
Now listen, Shadow. I'm a Nintendo guy. I'm the guy who bought my PS4 for Super Robot Wars, and everything else I've gotten has been extra. Now, so if these rumors of the PlayStation 5, at the end of the day, if I can go to the store day one, buy a PlayStation 5, slot my PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1, what have you, any of those discs into it, and have it boot up without a hitch, then I'll be a day one without a second guess. However, However, if it's just backwards compatible with PS4, then I'll likely just wait on it a little bit, and then I'll probably just trade my PS4 towards it, because if it can do both, then why keep one instead of the other? But really, just I need to know what's coming, because like I said, I only bought my PS4 for a few games. If those games are moving to the next Sony generation, then I probably will as well. So, like Persona 6, if they do Persona 6 and it's a PS5 exclusive, then I'll probably have to pay more. But
Gab, what you think about the PS5? And are you getting it day one?
Probably not, because it's probably going to be expensive as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And Canadian dollar, I'm honestly thinking it's going to come up over $600 at least.
Is that before tax?
Damn.
No, that's with taxes. I think it's going to be like $596 or something with tax.
Well, the Xbox One X here is 600.
So that makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense for a brand new console next gen. Because they're going to raise the price. We already know that's coming.
Yeah, but you just need to take a trip to America, and then while you're down here, just buy a PS5, and then
It doesn't matter, because if I trade my currency in, I'm still losing.
oh yeah, the currency trade in your Canadian dollars.
Yeah, so either way, I still lose.
Souls, you gonna get a PS5?
It depends, like what that launch lineup is, and Spoon said, if that backwards compatibility thing it rumor is true, but for the most part, probably not, because like they said, it's gonna be expensive, and I don't know. I honestly never buy like new consoles day one anyway.
Okay. Nightmare, what about you?
First, with what money? And second, we have no lineup yet. It's really hard to make the decision. A console lives from its games, and without a lineup, the console's not really worth anything. Backwards compatibility means nothing for me, because in my living room there stands a PlayStation 2, 3, and 4 at this point, so there's no need for backwards compatibility. So, and even then, hardware compatibility is unlikely in general, because the PS2 is really hard to emulate with even with the direct hardware, and would probably push the price tag very high. I just don't really see a reason as of now to even buy this. I mean, some people might be excited, but yeah, without a lineup, without real things setting it apart, I don't know. I also rarely buy consoles at release. I bought I bought the PSP on release and the Xbox 360 on release. That's the only two I did. And I mean, I didn't regret it, but I had a very different lineup back in the day. You know? I mean, not a good lineup. I mean, for PSP, I had Metal Gear Acid. Somebody remembers that.
Let me ask you a question, Nightmare. Is there any like game that would be like an instant purchase for you? Like, if you hear about the game in the beginning of the year in 2020, and it's like it's coming first to PS4, PS5 exclusively, would you find a way to get a PS5 day one?
I mean, there's not really that kind of game that says I need that right now. I'm a very chill guy, you know. I don't push myself. I can wait. I'm a patient man. There is not really something like that, and I have to be careful with my money anyway. So I really don't see this ever doing compulsively. Not really something that happens.
Okay.
And also, I have a PC, and most of my games I play on PC, so you know. There's not really a necessity for this as of now.
Okay. Riku, you gonna get the PS5 day one?
Man, hell yeah, I'm gonna be out there. Midnight release, baby.
God damn. Well, why is that? You don't even see any games. What's going on here, man?
Cause I'm a Sony pony. Gotta be out there. Pony up.
Oh man, you know what? At least he admits it.
No, but in all seriousness, it's like I know there's gonna be one or two PlayStation 5 games that I'm gonna be interested in, and it's already guaranteed for PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility. And I'm sick and tired of PlayStation 4. I'm tired of the interface. I'm tired of certain things about it. And it's like, we'll just get a PlayStation 4 Pro.
I don't see anything wrong with the interface. I always liked the PS4 interface. I thought it was really nice, sleek, and clean.
Well, I'm just talking. No, not necessarily in the interface, but certain things in the interface. Like, for example, like I said, there's tiny things that build up to make a giant annoyance. But one of the tiny things that I don't like, and this doesn't have to do with gaming on it in particular, but it is an entertainment console at the end of the day. And let's say I'm trying to get to Netflix, right?
Okay.
It's in a TV.
HTTP. Is it that?
Well, not necessarily HTC that thing, but the fact that they previously the Netflix and Crunchyroll and all of those apps used to be outside on the front layer page.
Yeah, you have to go through an external app to get through those, which is a pain
you
in the ass.
gotta go into the TV and video. Go into the TV and video thing, and then inside there, nothing inside there is customizable or organized. It just throws everything at you at random. So if you're trying to look for something that if you're trying to look for a video service, it might be on the front page. It might be even deeper into there that you got to go and search for. And it's certain things like that. I like the interface, but just certain things like that irk me.
That's true. When I had to make
change that though. To be honest, in PS5.
I feel like I had to make an adjustment for that, but like at the end of the day, like when I clicked on that, Netflix is right there, YouTube is right there, Funimation is right there, so I'm like, okay, whatever. I would rather it be on the main screen that I could just click on it, but it's whatever. I don't know why they did that. I guess I really don't know why I did that. I guess it's simpler so people can say, oh, where's my Netflix at? Where's this at? Oh, it's underneath here, TV and stuff, so it's easy to just get on there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, like I said, the interface is fine overall. It's better than XMB. I would say it's about the same as far as like usability. It ain't shitty. It ain't no shitty fucking what Xbox is doing over there, making people run through hell.
I gotta admit, the XMB was good if it was fast. If it was like snappy as hell, then I would love it. But it wasn't that. It wasn't that fast. It was kind of slow.
Remember going to the PlayStation Store?
Oh, especially at first. Oh my god, hell, probably now.
Oh my god, I remember this thing.
It's still a nightmare. Oh
the worst part about this is that the PS3 PSN store has now the stupid overlay to be compatible with the other ones. That means that a lot of things are just completely lost that you can never find again.
Yeah,
it's so weird. It confused the hell out of me. I wanted to get some old DLC and I couldn't find it.
And I think it's optimized for like more powerful hardware, so the PS3 is just slow as hell. So that just makes it even worse.
Yeah,
it's good though that PS5 is going to have an SSD, so hopefully a lot of stuff should be snappier. And faster.
That SSD, baby.
I think
I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna wait and see on the PS5. if there's like a game I want day one, then fine, I'll get it. But the only game I could see that happening with is like Persona 6, and then I would instantly buy that, no questions asked. All right, let me set aside some money right now. Shit. Yeah, I gotta see a game. I gotta see a lineup. There's gotta be at least maybe 2 games there that's not Persona 6 or something like that for me to actually go for. Of course, they gotta be JRPGs. I'm not gonna accept anything else.
Not like a Jack or Daxter, like rebooted Ratchet and Clank, or
nope, yes, absolutely. I'm not getting that. I don't care for those.
You know what? I wonder
God of War.
I didn't even play God of War on PS4.
Me neither. I wonder if they'll do this. Backwards compatibility is pretty expensive. I wonder if they'll do it like they did on PS3, where they make a version that doesn't have backwards compatibility.
Oh, SKUs.
I hope.
SKUs. I mean, that's what they call them. SKUs.
Like we said in the beginning with the backwards compatibility, I don't think it's gonna be there from the jump. I think it's just one of the things they're touting, and they're gonna update it maybe a couple of months later. Maybe PS4 might be there, but with only certain titles. Like, of course, you're gonna have Last of Us, God of War, and Horizon Zero Dawn, stuff like that.
I think they already confirmed PS4 was backwards compatible.
Like completely 100% compatible, like everything.
Yeah.
So you can just slide your PS4 in there. And I can play it on there. They confirmed
it's the same. Yeah, it's the same architecture. They said PS4 is the easiest. Is the easiest one backwards compatible with.
Okay.
But, I wonder what they're gonna do for ports.
I still think they're gonna be missing stuff out the gate. They're gonna be missing a lot of stuff
because you just don't have stuff, do you?
No, because like if we remember the launch of the PS4, it was missing a hell of a lot of stuff out the gate that they promised. Like I think party chat was something they were missing out the gate.
No, it wasn't. That was their day one.
That was their day one?
I tell you what wasn't there. SharePlay wasn't there day one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they were telling that you can do all this stuff. Oh, and can you also... No, that's probably SharePlay, in which you can just jump into somebody's game and start playing their game.
Yeah, that's SharePlay.
That's SharePlay, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That took like, what, 2 or 3 years after it launched?
That took about a year and a half.
Okay, so almost like 2 years. So, I think there's going to be a lot of things missing from PS5. I got to see a launch line before I even consider thinking that I'm going to get it, but we'll see what happens from there.
I don't know, a strike against the PlayStation 5 for me though. Sony censoring games. Like I'm sitting here just thinking, should I just hold off on the PlayStation? Just at this point, pour that money into a PC.
Again, the point is that the censorship is not noticeable anymore at this point because they're, adjusting for it. The problem is more that you will not get the game themes that you might want to have.
True. And you might get some developers holding back because they don't want to mess with Sony's strict guidelines, which we don't have guidelines. They can just say no. Apparently, as far as I know.
I actually read an article about this one time. They said, even before that this was something published in the PlayStation 3 era. They said they had the heaviest restrictions than any other developer at the time for what is okay and what's not, and they approach every title as a singular incident. So that can be that some practices can switch from game to game. So there's not even consistency.
Okay.
That was a long time ago, so
it's real quick. I'm gonna circle back to Tokyo Mirage Sessions real quick because it's interesting how The Witcher 3 is on the Wii, it's on the Switch, and it has nudity, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions got to come out censored. I just thought that was interesting. Somebody said that in the comments on one of my posts. So that was interesting to me.
Western games versus Japanese anime games.
I think a lot of that has to do with at least the Japanese games. A lot of the Western games are more geared towards their characters being adults over the age of 18 versus Japanese games tend to have characters who are under the age of 18. So I kind of think some of these companies consider that a gray area.
Okay. It's probably because they got to do the same thing we do. We got to Google their age.
Like, wait a minute, can I like this character? How old is she? Give me a second, Google.
Oh my god, can you imagine what happens if you want to make a game about an adult loli? Oh god, the horror.
Bro, if you see a little girl in Fire Emblem with elf ears, bro, she's legal.
Oh fuck.
And oh my god. Oh my, all right, we're gonna slide into the next topic.
Yes, please.
Okay, Blake. It seems you got a lot to say about this.
Oh.
We got some new fairy tale information. I didn't know it. Like a couple of minutes before the podcast starts that we got some information on this. So yeah, fairy tale has gotten its first piece of gameplay. And I gotta say, it looks pretty good. But it kind of looks like your, I want to say, typical turn-based JRPG.
Oh, yeah. It's super basic.
Yeah, it looks mad basic. I don't know anymore, man. Like, it looks good. I might have to get it, but I don't know. Blake, go ahead and take it from here, man.
All right,
what you got?
So just to counter you saying it's basic, to be fair, one of Japan's biggest long-term running series, being Dragon Quest, is known for being basic, and people love it.
Okay.
So, I mean, as someone like me who doesn't always like the more complicated JRPGs, like who just likes to just sit back and have a good time, this appeals to me even more. I watched Souls hit me up like at 6:30, and he was like, "Yo, bro, this new fairy tale information." I was like, "Bro, I've already got a video rendering right now." I had already reacted, did a breakdown analysis, which I'll leave linked in the chat right now if you want to go watch that. But so it's a grid-based system, which is, I'm not sure if any other JRPG has done that. I'm sure it's not a first. It looks like just trust that.
Yeah, like
grid-based.
Yeah, it's a few JRPGs, especially a lot of
Neptunia also has something like that, right?
Yeah, when you're talking about like traditional
Hyperdimension
turn-based and not going into like tactical, yeah, it's the Trails games are technically grid. They just took the little grid panels out when they moved from Sky to Cold Steel.
Okay, cool. When I watched the footage, there was a few things that I noticed, like a lot of pop-in and whatnot, but they did say this was a very early build of the game, so you can't really judge it just yet. A lot of the attacks look really good, although something I really hope that they fix in the final release of the game is right now Lucy's summons are all just like, it just flashes a picture of the summon, and then it does the attack. Like they don't have models yet. I'm hoping they get models for that. Yeah.
So wait, man, I can't see Aquarius in all her glory. I can't see that llama chick in all her whoa.
To be fair, she only used two spirits. One being Plu from Rave Master, and the other being Scorpio. And they both, I think Plu had a model. I think he had a model.
Yeah, he did. It was It was super basic. He just went up and healed them.
Yeah, but Scorpio only had like a little flash on screen, which I have an issue with because the summons are some of the coolest parts of Fairy Tail. But I have a feeling that they'll hopefully here's hoping that they'll fix that going into the full game, but they got a lot of time to polish things out. They also got like a fairy gauge you build up over attacks, and then you can unleash like not an all-out attack, but it's basically an
Pretty much an all-out attack, yeah.
Everyone just takes their jabs, and then whoever you end on does an ultimate attack. They also cut out one of the cooler scenes in the anime when they come back after the 7 years. In the anime, they actually are like the guild is being like mugged, and Natsu comes in and kicks everyone's ass. But in the game, he just opens the door and he's like, "Hey guys," and everyone's like, "Oh hey, you're alive." Okay, and they just move past it. So they might change. I'm hoping they change that because that's kind of. But the goal of the demo at least was to get Fairy Tail back to the number one guild, because you're at like number 101 and you have to start doing side quests and whatnot in order to get your name back out there. But overall, I'm still very hooked. I've got a few grievances and whatnot that I've expressed, but it still holds my attention. That it looks flashy. It's Fairy Tail. The battle theme. Okay. I gotta touch on the battle theme. The battle theme is very Fairy Tail-esque, and you can hear like the violin in it and everything. Yeah. And it's I was really worried about this game's OST because of like licensing and whatnot. Anime games OSTs typically are never reflectant of what the actual anime is like, aside from like Stormform and whatnot. But so either way, I've rambled enough about Fairy Tail. It's great. It's gonna be great. Buy it.
Yeah, I'm listening to it right now. Yeah, it does definitely sound like
it's kind of hype.
Some Fairy Tail.
I thought there would be like 4 party members that you can do, but they got 5 people in the party.
Yeah,
which is kind of
interesting. That's not a mainstay, is it?
Not that I've seen like most JRPGs, probably like 3 or 4 maybe, but 5 seems to be. Yeah. I don't know. It might be a little bit of much because I remember. Well, that's an action game. Star Ocean 5 had all the characters and there was just too much going on. But that's an action game. But I think that's pretty interesting. You only got attack, magic, defend. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess they don't have to do that much with this game, but it's interesting that it's grid based. So that's probably the biggest thing that they're doing with this game as far as battle is concerned.
Atelier games aren't grid based, right?
I don't think so. Like, I haven't played them all. The ones I played weren't grid based, but
yeah, there's a few there.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, the ones I played are grid based because I remember they have like an attack system kind of structured the same way, where you one attack can take up 2 spaces, and you kind of want to change up some of the skills.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gameplay as far as the grid base. When you said grid based, I thought you meant like, oh yeah, they have grids that the characters can move across to get to enemies. This is more like Radiant Historia, where there is a grid base, and it seems that the enemies, when you do attacks, you have an area of effect when like this attack will take 2 grids, so it'll hit both of them or one of them vertically or horizontally. So it's interesting. It's definitely different. It's like, as far as how they have it set up, there isn't anything that is identical to it. So they have something going on there.
I'm gonna keep my eye on this game and see if we got more. If I like how Gagio plays, and if my girl Mira Jane is there and Flair is there, it's gonna be a day one buy.
Mira Jane's deconfirmed.
Oh man, you hate
she's the one that gives you all your quests.
She better be a DLC character. She got a lot of like she got potential as a character. Like, she can change all her forms and whatnot. Probably like Urza. And I want to see how Urza stuff works actually at the end of the day.
They had some gameplay of Urza. She was pretty cool. Like, her armor changes are basically attacks.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah.
The only confirmed other characters though right now is Gajil, Juvia, and Jalal, giving us 2 others we don't know about yet.
Okay. All right.
One thing I will also say about it real quick, and like you said, Blake, it is still early. I wasn't really a big fan of like the shading on like some of the characters, like especially Natsu. I thought that was a little much.
It looked a little buggy at times, but
yeah,
early build, so we'll see what happens.
I hope they add some special abilities. Like the characters are known for having all kinds of special traits, and just turning them into just attacks is kind of weird. Like there could be more. Okay. Like Dragon Slayers could set up a defensive field, like just eating energy or something like that.
Well, see, I think if we encounter fire type enemies, I think if you have Natsu on the field, he might like absorb them because Fire Dragon Slayer. But
again, we speed him. I mean, I just say there is probably things that you could add to that would be kind of interesting. Because there's a lot of things to do, but I don't know.
I feel like this game will get repetitive just because of the basic combat and
That's
the amount
what I
of
feel
enemies
like.
they're looking like running into on the screen.
Yeah,
You get like
difficulty-
hyperdimension.
Like we don't expect this game to be like amazing out of nowhere, but we don't want it to be bad either. At best I could
Yeah.
see this game as being decent. I'm definitely gonna give it a try when it
I
comes
mean, I
out.
think you have to also have to be a fan of Fairy Tail. I don't think it's for people who really aren't fans. Like if you're for the gameplay, like the gameplay does not look like something you'd buy this game for the gameplay for.
Okay,
I'm a
But
fan of
does the
this,
game
and
feature a
abilities.
friendship meter?
it probably
Actually,
should.
it did mention something about friendship.
Oh man,
Because come on, we all know Fairy Tail is all about the friendship powering your magic, because that makes
The
no sense.
the ultimate meter they referred to as the bonds between them growing.
Yeah.
But how can you? But you're emptying, and then you make the special attack. What does this mean?
It means you hate each other after it. I don't know, man.
God damn it! This is really one of the stupidest.
Don't read
ideas
too much
ever.
into it. It's Fairy Tail.
You're right. You're right. I shouldn't do that.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on from Fairy Tail right about now. We're gonna go into. We got some updates on Pokemon. Pokemon got, I think, a little update, like new Gigamax, whatever it's called, Giganto Attack on Titan forms. I guess. I don't know what's going on with this. Blake, you know what they got? Like, you know what's going on with Pokemon right now?
So they gave us I think they're called Gigantamax. I think is what they call the new forms anyway. So there's Dynamaxing, which is just taking a Pokemon and putting it into a kaiju sized like massive. It basically just making a Pokemon and making it bigger, like Texasing a Pokemon.
But it seems like they got different forms because I'm seeing Charizard right now.
Yeah.
You
So
got
there's
different forms.
Dynamaxing, which is just basic, and then there's Gigantamaxing, which will make your Pokemon grow, but also kind of like Mega Evolution change their form. Like
Yeah.
Butterfree looks like Mothra, Charizard's got flaming wings now. Pikachu looks fat like Generation 1. He got all that weight back.
Oh man, Pikachu.
I don't know why they put out some 2D art because it makes the 3D art look 10 times worse.
Yeah.
It's not something that I'm excited. It looks cool, but I think out of the three being Zemu's, Mega Evolution, and Dynamaxing, I think Mega Evolution's still the best. And I think they shouldn't have strayed from it. I think they should have slowly added more. Here's hoping they're adding more Mega Evolutions with the Gen 4 remakes next year, hopefully. But I don't know. It's Dynamaxing's kind of hit or miss for me. It'll have to be something I experience in the game to properly experience.
I think they're doing a little bit too much Gen 1 pandering at this point. I know
That too!
I feel like, yeah, it gives you extra sales and have people that are interested in that were Pokemon fans back in the day. But god damn, this is too much Gen 1 pandering. Like, stop it.
What's crazy is with the Galar forms, the first one they showed us was Zigzagoon. And they're like, okay, they're going to do more than Generation 1. And everyone after that's been Generation 1.
Oh man.
Like Surfetched, Galar Ponytail, which is dope. But like,
I actually really do like.
I love
Galar
Generation
Ponytail.
1, but please, for my Gundam fans, this is becoming way too UC.
Oh, you can never have too much UC.
There's Riku. All right, so Riku's Gen 1.
So I'm guessing everybody in here is getting Pokemon Day 1.
Oh, we're doing midnight launch here at my place.
I'm passing on Pokemon this gen.
Ooh.
I
Why,
always
why,
play Pokemon games.
hold up, Gab. Why is that? Why are you passing on Pokemon this gen? What's going on?
I think I said it earlier, but you were trying to do tech stuff.
Mhm.
Basically, I am just tired of the formula. They haven't really done anything new, and I don't see anything new happening. And I'm just kind of disappointed by that.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Like, the graphics aren't even that great. Like, everything just looks mediocre. And I'm not looking for a mediocre game. I'm looking for a good game.
Okay, fair enough. That Canadian tax got you. You want to make sure your money is worth. I can definitely understand
Exactly.
that. Riku, you getting this Day 1?
Hell yeah, but nigga, I mean, no, I'm not. I haven't fucked with Pokemon since Pokemon Pearl.
Oh, man.
I wanted to get back into the franchise with like
Get them Gen 4 remakes.
Pokemon Black and White, and then mess around with Black and White 2 and just move my way up. But it's Pokemon as a franchise, sadly, is not on my radar right now. But I do want to get back into it. Like I said, you guys know I'm working through Final Fantasy and then Dragon Quest and then a couple other things.
Spoons, you gonna get this day one Sword or Shield?
I might pick it up for the wife for Christmas. I'm not a big.
Wait a minute, you never start with like the Gen 1 games or?
I did Gen 1's as far as I got.
Oh wow, okay.
I watched the anime back in the day, and I don't think I have watched an episode since the 6th grade.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. I think I'm definitely getting the day one myself. I'm gonna try it too. I'm not sure. It's definitely not a priority for me personally. But if I guess if the reviews are good, because Pokemon, well, it's more or less the same Pokemon game. Well, we'll have to see what happens. I don't know. If I got enough people getting it, I can battle people like Blake. I'm gonna destroy you. You know, if
I feel like you said this for Sun and Moon, and then I think there's a video on Bao's channel of him beating you in Sun and Moon.
Whoa, no! I beat Bao in Sun and Moon. My Alakazam took that man to town. All right, I swept this whole team with Mega Alakazam.
I mean,
all right?
Should I go find the video?
Yo, man, you can find them. Show me the receipts. All right, I want to see these receipts. All right.
Who's the Pokemon?
Something interesting, though, I wanted to mention about Sword and Shield is that they just recently announced that the wild area, that big, vast area, is something I think it makes up like 45% of the map or like the game. So you're going to be going in there a lot. And apparently it's very wild. Xenoblade in the sense you can find Pokemon that are 8 times your level at the beginning of the game. And they will gun you down, and they will try to kill you and try to make you fade out. And that reminds me of every Xenoblade game in the first hour.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
You see a giant-ass dinosaur looks over you, and he's like, I love me humans.
Okay, all right. Any more Pokemon stuff? Or anybody really care?
I wish they would go back to original main characters. I really don't care about create mine.
Really? You don't like that? Because I think the character creation this time around actually looks really good.
Nah,
yeah, but it depends on how much stuff is available to you at the jump. Like, you don't have that many options when you first start the game. But then when you get like your 4th badge, then you'll have a lot more options. So we'll see how that works out. They can never get the color of black people right. So we'll see.
That's true, or the hair.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
Didn't they add cornrows now, or was that been?
Sure.
Just put in a sliding scale.
I mean, we can also use more hairstyles than that, though. But I'm just saying.
Alrighty, all right. We're gonna move on for Pokemon. If Blake, you can find those receipts, bring them up.
So yeah, Bao got folded. Hold up.
Yeah, exactly. Who you messing with? All right? I'm a JRPG god out here in these streets. All right, man. Of course I mopped that fool.
I swear, Bao won that video.
All right, of course I mopped him. Like,
bro, I'm gonna hit a Bao like, damn, that's weak sauce, bro.
Let's keep it 100, all right? Don't be questioning me. Nah, okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, so we're gonna go on. This is like a small topic, not really a big deal, but it seems that this game was the reason that Pokemon is getting like minimum effort being thrown into it. And right now, Little Town Hero kind of sits at 65 on Metacritic right now. So this was the game that Game Freak was working on instead of Pokemon. I hope y'all happy. So, anybody got anything to say about Little Town Hero, or can we just go on?
I got things. So when they first announced this, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, they got Toby Fox making. I'm like, oh, but they got Game Freak's A team working. Shouldn't they be on Sword and Shield? No, it's fine. I'll let it go. Then they said that they weren't adding all the Pokemon to Sword and Shield with the okay, that's fine. Then they were saying that this and that. And I was like, well, you know what, Game Freak? Yep. If you think you're gonna do good with Little Town Heroes, by all means. But that game, from the first trailer, I looked at that game and said, this is not something I will enjoy. The gameplay looks. I don't know what to make of gameplay for that.
It looks
game.
like a 3DS game, to be honest.
That too. It looks a lot like there's one 3DS game that looks really specific to. I'll remember it later. But even like the frame rate. Shadow, this will probably turn you off as well. The frame rate drops below 15 in some areas.
Oh man, nobody. We ain't getting this. You know what? We can move on. This game's relevant.
Oh, yeah. even just the art style, like, because Toby Fox, I'll download the OST and then I'll never talk about this game again. Like, it's, I have no interest in this game in the slightest.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel like this Pokemon game is a beta test because they ain't got their A team working on it. I feel like the next main Pokemon game is gonna be the real one, and we'll see all the improvements and them taking advantage of everything with the Switch. Yeah. But
I feel like they do that with every like new Pokemon game that hits a new console or new handheld. Like whichever comes out after is usually 10 times better than the last one.
Because they ain't got their main team on this. They got their main team working on Little Town Hero, and this game seems to be trash. So,
Town failure.
You hate to see it, but hey, it is what it is.
Wait, so would you say that's the case for 3DS? Like, would you say Sun and Moon are years better than X and Y?
It's an improvement. It's definitely a bigger improvement.
I think the biggest improvement with Sun and Moon was them taking off the grid system, because even in X and Y you were still on a grid for some of the game, and then with Sun and Moon they had like full 3D models, and they kind of pushed the 3DS to its limit.
Yeah, see, exactly. See, it's a beta test. See, you see, X and Y was a beta test, and then they made Sun and Moon and kind of perfected it. Well, kind of perfected it. And now with this one, freaking what is it called? Sword and Seal. This one's going to be a beta test, and the next one is actually going to be really good. So
Gen 4 remakes, baby.
Yeah, I can't wait to get those. I need my Infernape. Infernape was my dude.
Yo, Shadow, you said you're playing Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah.
So a community day is on November 16th, the Saturday, and they're doing Chimchar.
Oh, bro. I got the squad is ready. We going out there. We already took off a days off of work. We ready to go out there. All right, we getting that Chimchar. We getting that shiny Chimchar.
Town. I'm gonna see everyone out there. I'm gonna see you out there.
Alrighty, so we're gonna move out from Little Town Hero real quick because I think it's really irrelevant. Really quick, the Wii. Why do I keep calling the Switch the Wii? I don't know. The Switch has sold over 15 million units, which I think is just insane for when it came out. It came out like what, 2 years ago, I believe.
2.5 years ago, March 3rd, 2017.
So you guys think they're gonna come out with a Switch Pro, like a more powerful Switch?
That's hard to say, because Nintendo's never really been one to care about stuff like that. But if they want to compete with the next generation of Xbox and PlayStation, they might have to. I would love to be able to play Fire Emblem Warriors at 60 frames in handheld mode, or any other Switch game, or even have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 run at something above hot molten duty butter. So
I know, right? But it's still good enough. I had to ignore it. This is really great for the Switch. I can't believe they sold over 15 million units. They're gonna have some competition with the next gen consoles coming out soon, so I think they're gonna have to put something out there to remain on the market, or remain relevant on the market, even though they don't really need to, because their sales are just doing fine. But we'll see what Nintendo has in store for us in 2020. Anybody got anything else to say on this, or can we just move on real quick? I just wanted to bring it up.
If they made a Switch Pro, what game, like what AAA titles would you guys want to see brought over that you would need a Switch Lite for?
I would probably have to say, I look at my Steam library real quick. Gotta see what is going on here.
I mean, they already got Witcher on the base Switch. So
yeah, but it doesn't run that great. I heard it doesn't run that great. It doesn't look that great. We could always get the Legend of Hero games on there, but there seems to be a problem with that.
It'd be pretty cool if they put Devil May Cry 5 up there with some Nintendo content. That'd be.
I mean, they already got Devil May Cry 1 and 2, and I think they're gonna start trickling out 3 and 4 soon.
Okay.
I would actually be super curious to see how 3 and 4 looks on the Switch.
I mean, they could drop Falcom's entire library on the Switch, and I'd be okay with that.
They really should, but something about an engine that they can't really do it.
Yo, Final Fantasy 15, yeah, proper.
Ew.
Yeah.
About Storm 4.
What was it?
Oh, that's right. They don't have Storm 4.
I think Kondo was saying in an interview or something, Switch, because they don't understand the hardware and the architecture necessarily to develop for it right now, which is sticking with the PS4.
Oh, okay. But I think they're gonna eventually try to get that engine running on Switch, or maybe like a contract will run out with Sony or something like that, and we'll see what happens.
Final Fantasy 7 remake, yeah.
I need that on a beefy console. Even though the Switch Pro will come out, I don't think it's going to be best to play it on PS4. That's what I think.
Also,
I know that was one of his goals.
Okay. Also in the chat, somebody asked, who's Mara?
Oh God, just Google it.
Worst part
Mara?
is I think it's a girl who asks this, so...
Oh no!
Mara is the
don't.
greatest thing you'll ever come to.
Do not Google image Mara. Jesus, people.
That's
I've
the
only
charity
I've
that
only
everybody has
I've
to
only
take.
played 2 Atlas games, and I know that. Jesus, please let's not do this.
It's
I
an original.
didn't realize.
I gotta say, it's an original design. you don't see it every day. Well, I see it.
Yo,
Well,
there's an
you know,
Digimon
whatever.
now that looks like mine.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of Mara,
Right.
so I played through Persona 5 alongside my mother. Watched me play the entire game because she was super into it as well.
Oh,
And we
man.
just got like 9 episodes into Persona 4 the animation last night. And the first thing she said to me is this Persona gonna have big penises too?
He's like, yes, we got you covered. Oh man,
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Atlas got balls. Having that design still in there. All right,
Alice don't give a fuck about censorship.
we gonna move on to our one gotta go segment. One gotta go is basically we give you. Well, I'm gonna give you three things, 3 games, 3 series, 3 developers, as the case is now, and you choose one of them to just die. The whole library goes, everything. And the 3 that we got up here, one gotta go: Atlas, Monolith Soft, Falcom. Which of these companies would you choose to get the hell out? Gaming with
Falcom.
Spoons. Oh, okay. Damn, Riku, did you hear that?
That was it. That was all.
I like all 3, but considering the Atlas and Falcom, I'd have.
You keep coming in and out. Yeah, you keep coming in and out, my guy.
Sorry, I said I'd have to go with Monolith. The fact that Falcom and Atlas have such a great library of games, I couldn't sacrifice any of those.
You gonna get rid of Xenogears? Wait, was Xenogears?
Yeah,
That was Square Enix. So I mean,
Oh,
are we
okay.
talking?
Yeah, that's technically Square.
Okay, but you're still
Yeah.
gonna get rid of the Xeno series for the most part.
Yeah, Xenosaga and everything forward.
Yeah. Oh man, you hate to see it. But Blake, which
That's
one?
also not counting as well the games that Monolith Soft helped develop, like
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild.
like Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of people don't really care for it, but also Shadow's Precious, Endless Frontier. I think that was also Monolith. Project
can't-
Cross Zone, also Monolith.
Oh, we can't get rid of the Monolith Soft.
I'm sorry, Riku. I'd have to say Falcom. And that's only because I've never played anything Falcom.
Okay. All right,
You're not missing out.
Oh, damn.
I mean, I plan to play Cold Steel at some point. I just gotta find the time to fit in a massive story.
Nightmare. What you think? Which one of these got to go?
I don't know. I don't want that they want to go. That's kind of weird. You know, you eliminate them. Where do the workers go? Where do the people go?
That doesn't matter, Nightmare.
To work
One of
for the
them's gotta
companies that
die.
are
Pathetic though, just for fun.
I can't. It's like no. My inner person says no. No.
Okay, so
People
You
need
gotta
a
pick,
work
you gotta pick
place.
one of them. One of them's got to get Doom chainsawed. One of them's got to go.
oh man. So
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. So is what you think?
Ah man, this is tough. I'm gonna go Monolith. I love me some Xenosaga, but
man.
there's too many other games that the other companies have made that.
Weren't
I
you
just-
just playing Endless Frontier 2 last night?
Yes, sir. But we talking hypotheticals.
Also, Souls, you just killed Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans.
oh
Oh
shoot! I
man.
forgot.
Oh, it's over now. Get him out.
You hate to see it. You don't want that to happen. I mean, you
You
killing
killed the only good Dragon Ball role-playing game. Fuck.
Well, we all know Kakarot could be good.
Oh, I'm looking so forward to that
I
game.
got something to look forward to help ease the pain.
Okay, Riku. Which one of these are you getting rid of?
If it's Falcon, I'll say Riku.
I am actually getting rid of Atlas.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this man.
How did
Don't tell me.
you getting rid of Persona? Is that what you're saying? You getting rid of SMT?
Here's the thing. I remember just like basically what Blake said. I barely played any Atlas games. The only Atlas game I'm looking forward to playing is Persona 5R, and
What
not
about
even
Persona 5S?
no. Here's the thing. I'm more interested next year in playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on the Switch than I am 5R. So
Oh man.
that's just me. And
That's my man.
I don't really like Blake said, I don't really have any connection to Shin Megami Tensei, and like I said, there's only one game in there, and like you guys said, there's I do want to get into Frontier and all of that stuff. I do want to go and play Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3, and Xenoblade Chronicles gets off of the Wii U. There's just more things that Monolith has made that I personally want to play versus what Atlas has. So that's just me. Obviously, Falcon ain't even a part of this conversation. They ain't going nowhere. So obviously this is between Atlas and Monolith for me, and I choose Monolith to stay.
Oh man, okay, all
Riku
right.
should never be.
So
Riku should never be part.
I have to say this, just jokingly, but Riku, go evoke yourself.
Like Persona. See, you wouldn't know that. See, that's a Persona 3 reference. You see, you wouldn't know that.
You guys can keep your giant green penises riding. Okay?
Oh,
keep it. You can keep it.
Riding in chariots.
Oh, we all know that Futaba is better than Tio anyway, so.
I think Makoto trumps everyone, but
yeah, basically, yeah. You know what? We ain't.
Makoto ain't touching no damn MMO. Let's be good.
Gab, you said it real quick, but do you have any reasons as to why?
I mean, I just didn't like Trails of Cold Steel, so fuck
God.
it. Fuck it. It's gone.
Oh.
Persona is way too dear to my heart. Atlas, I love you. And Monolith Soft is that's okay, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Persona.
I wonder how Gabby would like the East games.
I tried Switch.
Dr. What's Diana?
Yeah, 8, I think.
All right, for me personally, I'm gonna have to take the nightmare road here. I don't know which one I'm getting rid of. This is too tough. I can't get rid of Monolith Soft because I love Xenoblade. I love Xenosaga. Oh God, Xenosaga. I can't get rid of Falcom now. Like if you asked me like maybe a year ago, I would have easily chose Falcom. But damn, Cold Steel 3 got me on that Falcom train, and I ain't getting off ever. Atlas. Do I really need to explain why I can't get rid of Atlas? I don't know personally. If I had to choose one, I'm sorry, Cosmos, but we got to get rid of Monolith Soft.
Delete Ellen's friend chapter computer right now.
I would say this as far as the promising future for each of those companies. Monolith Soft Zone does, as far as what we know now, Monolith Soft does look the least promising as far as like future games, like games you could possibly think of that are realistically going to come out from them. Monolith Soft does look like it has the weakest to look forward to.
I can't get rid of Cosmos. What the fuck was I thinking? Ah, no.
Well, isn't Monolith supposedly working?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Breaking out. Supposedly working on what?
Isn't Monolith working on a Zelda title?
I think they worked on Breath of the Wild.
They're helping Breath of the Wild too as well.
Yeah, see, you get rid of that. See, I don't care for that because I don't give a damn about Zelda.
People think some people think Zelda was better off without Breath of the Wild. So there's a
and they're wrong.
Man. I don't know. Maybe Falcom. I don't know. At the Cold Steel 3, I can't say because Falcom.
I don't know. These guys. The president already said he has 20 more years worth of Trails games to look forward to. So
wow,
it's a lot of fucking
One Piece grind.
He already he said he's got it all planned out, and so that's a promising future for me. And like Atlas, they're always going to give you a Persona. So like I said, Monolith doesn't look that promising. The only reason I say keep them is because of the shit that they've already made. I'm looking forward to playing.
The only reason this really comes to a really hard choice for me because I honestly might put Cold Steel 3 in my top 10 JRPGs of all time, but I haven't. I haven't decided that just yet.
You gotta let it sit down and simmer.
And then again, the only Monolith Soft game I got on my top 10 is Xenosaga.
And then on top of the fact that you don't even know what Cold Steel 4 is gonna do to you.
Yeah, exactly. I respect it so much. So
I have to ask a question though. Did you really just put Falcom in there to?
I gotta be honest with you. I was looking for companies that everybody would be familiar with, and I knew you was familiar with Falcom, and I'm really conflicted myself. So
I guess I personally thought Square Enix probably would have been a better choice than Falcom in here.
Square Enix I probably would have put on Square Enix, Bandai Namco, and
it's from a JRPG standpoint though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would say the biggest three that a lot of people know right now presently is Square Enix, Monolith, and Atlas. Those are basically the big three in JRPGs.
That's true.
I was just surprised we had Falcom.
I felt like if I added one of those, it would be like lean towards Square Enix kind of Kind
You
of.
think?
Yeah, I think.
Well, current Square's business practices are less than ideal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
so,
but you said get rid of everything they've ever created.
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's still be
You
tough.
really want to get rid of 7 and 10 and
Oh, God, no, I
like,
don't. I can't even think about this.
Chrono
man.
Cross and Chrono
I can
Trigger?
do
You
it.
want to get rid of all of that?
You're stressing me out just thinking about
No.
this.
Chrono Trigger? Nah.
Yeah, we can't get rid of Chrono Trigger.
Well, congratulations, you played yourself.
All right, we'll do one next week that involves Square Enix, and maybe I'll put Alice in there too. Well, not next
Podcast
week.
next week confirmed. Podcast next week confirmed.
Not confirmed. Not next week. Week after next at the very
You can put Game Freak in there.
Get rid of Game Freak. Get out of here. Alrighty, so that's our One Gotta Go segment. I hope you guys enjoyed it because it's gonna be coming back. So we're coming up on the end of the podcast. We are going to be taking questions from our Discord. Nightmare, I believe you have that set up.
I think I check if we had some new ones. Nope, no new questions, as far as I can tell. So,
and these questions are personally on my Discord. So when you ask me a question on Discord, we'll have it on here right now. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Night.
Okay, so let's see. Rickray2 says, what JRPG you're looking forward to the most in 2020?
I would personally, I would say Persona 5 Royal. I feel like that's a real obvious one for me, so I'm gonna say Tales of Arise as well.
What about remake Final Fantasy VII?
New game or do remakes count? Are remakes eligible?
I would say they're eligible. Yeah, it's still a game. No, Persona 5 more. Tales of Arise.
Did they say game or JRPG? Because if you count FF7 remake a JRPG, if it's an action RPG.
Yeah, you do.
We actually got somebody in the chat saying Moon Factory 5. Interesting.
Sure,
Spoons, you got any games that you're looking forward to in 2020?
I mean, Final Fantasy VII, those are.
Yeah, you keep breaking up.
Those are kind of obvious.
Sorry.
Persona 5 the Royal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, those are the two big ones. I'm going to kind of go something that's not more well-known and go for the Shin Sakura Wars.
Yeah, Sakura Wars. I hope that's well, that's not a turn-based game anymore, is it?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I didn't know it was so beat 'em up when I looked at the gameplay.
I'm kind of disappointed with that. Blake, what you looking forward to?
So the obvious choice for me is Fairy Tail. If we're talking only JRPGs, yeah?
Yeah, I'll let it go. You can take any game.
If we're talking any game, my most anticipated game of next year is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrate.
Let's fucking
shut up.
Move the hell on. Souls, what are you looking forward to? Oh my god.
Listen, I'm buying that game on PS4, Switch, PC. I'm gonna buy it for Xbox and give it away because that game needs the love. All right.
I don't know this man. I don't know why.
If you like 3D collectathons, if you like 3D collectathons, if you've ever played Mario Sunshine and you said, hey, this game is all right, and you like SpongeBob, you owe it to yourself. This game isn't going to be full price. This game is going to be like $40, like 40 or 30 bucks American, like $40 Canadian. 30. This game is going to oh my god.
I'm going to get the platinum trophy and then we'll have no
I'm about to get the platinum. I'm about to go buy an
Xbox
One, get all the achievements. I'm going to get all the achievements on Steam too. We're going to do 7 playthroughs. Yo, trust me.
Okay. All right. We had to mute Blake there for a second. He's going a little bit too crazy there for a second. All right. I'm messing with you, Blake.
I assume his whole YouTube channel will pivot towards Bikini Bottom speedruns.
Listen, when I made the first video, Souls and I got on our discussion. We got like over 6,000 views in like an hour, and I got like 184 subscribers. Like that's when I was like, maybe I should just become a SpongeBob tuber, like for real.
Yeah, man, might be some money there. Shit. Nightmare, what you looking forward to next year?
JRPG related, not so sure. I mean, Persona 5R is nice and all. I don't know. I think I'm actually going with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I really want to see what we can squeeze out of this. It's really interesting for me. And in general, not so much actually. I mean, hasn't been big reveals. It's kind of this typical end of a generation kind of thing where everything is going like, whoa, we have nothing, we be saving up. So basically next year will probably be like, meh.
Okay. Souls, what you looking forward to, man?
Y'all should already know this, but Tales of Arise, bring back the melons gel. We want TP.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of going through this real quick because we got other questions we gotta get to.
Yep.
Riku, what you looking forward to?
If it comes out next year, Cold Steel 4. But if it doesn't, then that battle for Bikini Bottom, baby.
Gab, what you looking forward to next year?
Persona 5 The Royal, obviously.
Okay, thank you. We gotta bring culture back to this damn podcast. Freaking SpongeBob. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, wait. If I was to pick a game that wasn't specified, like to JRPGs, maybe the Harvest Moon remake
Okay. All right.
or Animal Crossing, because I have no life.
Okay. What's our next question, Nightmare?
Next question comes from Hoodley. What JRPG character would you most likely have as a friend in real life? And just so we're clear, a friend and nothing more.
I can't. Okay, we can't be friends with benefits.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh man,
that's not really the same thing.
Okay. All right. I think yeah, I think honestly, I would like to be friends with Sarah. Sarah from Cold Steel. She seems like a
that's dope.
pretty cool person to just hang out with. Also Guy from Tales of the Abyss. He seems like a pretty chill dude.
Don't bring around girls.
Wait. Let me just check this. Who's the main character's name from Tales of Zestiria?
Sorry.
Saray? I'd probably pick Saray.
Okay.
He's a nice
Bill?
young man.
A nice young lad.
Spoons, you got somebody in mind?
I'm with you, Shadow. I need a good drinking buddy.
Blake?
So this is hard because like there's like so many people that I actually just enjoy their company. I just some runner-ups, probably like Narukami from Persona 4. He's a really chill dude, but love him. Yusuke, like basically any of the Persona cast.
Hold on. How you gonna have a silent protagonist as a guy to hang out with?
I know, right? Like
That would make no sense.
Hold up. Let me rephrase it. Okay, so I've been watching Persona 4 the animation recently, and he does talking in that, and he's hilarious.
He is. He really is.
His like lack of personality is fantastic because he just agrees with everyone. It's fantastic.
He plays it cool. He plays it sweet. It's like you really feel the chick magnet.
It's like he doesn't even have to try, and he's being tongued down by some random chick. He's just like, I don't understand. But I'd probably say Shulk. And then someone I would never want to hang out with is if I see Rex, I'm gonna beat his ass. Like, like Rex gotta fucking go.
Oh man, that's dang right. Nightmare, you got any characters?
Yeah, I wanna body out with Cell from Final Fantasy VIII. I just want to make endless Mentos Freshmaker jokes.
All right, Souls.
Probably Xehanort.
Why? Why? Huh?
No, I'm just kidding. You're gonna take my body. No, but probably Yuri.
Oh my god.
Moments in Xehanort.
Oh man, y'all out of pocket right now. Oh my god. All right, Riku, please bring this back.
I'll probably choose my favorite character in the Trails series, which is Randy Orlando. He's like a bro.
Okay.
The ultimate bro. And he's a good drinking partner too. So yeah. Yeah, and you seen how he acts in Cold Steel 3. He's a bro, man.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy Blake here. One character that I want to beat up is Emil from Tales of Vesperia, Dara New World. Oh, like your game sucks and you suck and fuck your courage. Okay.
Oh, I probably beat up Mikleo from Zestiria.
Okay.
The crybaby loser. I hate him.
All right,
I'm gonna beat up Tifa in front of all of you.
No.
Tifa's gonna kick your ass.
Tifa's gonna beat you.
Gonna beat your ass. Okay.
You can try.
That's fight of the century right there.
Yeah.
Can we get this happening? Can you find a Tifa cosplayer next weekend? Just fight her.
You should do that. Take a picture.
Oh yeah, I'll find a
fight.
Tifa cosplayer and I'll take a pic with her.
Okay.
Just get the Mortal Kombat announcer.
I'll be dressed as Goro. I'll hold my gun up to her.
Oh,
Your fist can't handle these guns, baby.
Well, eat some pancakes.
Have a dolphin fly at you, Gabby.
all right. What's our next question, Nightmare?
Mr. Lube, nice name, asks if your focus was anime, would you be known as the anime god?
Yes.
Actually, yeah. Of course I would be. I don't see why not.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I
That's
don't know that
nice.
much about anime, to be honest. I'm not delving too deep into anime. I mean, I was back in the day, but if I was to switch up, I probably would be a lot more informative than I am right now. But yeah, I would be known as the anime god. Next
Anime
question.
shit today anyway. It's all about manga.
Okay. Shall I continue?
Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
go ahead.
Okay. Nyali asks, what's that for a name? Do you think Scramble will be the last P5 spin-off before SMT5?
Definitely not.
I hope
I hope
so.
not.
I don't think so. We still got to get the Persona 5 fighting game.
Yeah, give us Persona 5
Ultimax.
Yeah. Would go with that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think Atlas is not done. Atlas got like a 10-year plan for Persona 5 and milking that shit to oblivion. Probably gonna see Persona 5 on VR at some point. We don't know.
Holding
Okay.
out for Persona 5 Rock Band.
That would be dope. That would be
You'll
dope.
never see it coming.
Oh,
me guitar,
God.
give me
Power tracks remix for everything.
Oh my lord. Next question.
Next one comes from Acebreaker. Okay, how about disappointing game in this year? I think he means most, but he wrote must.
Borderlands 3.
Most musty game.
Ouch.
Wait, last time you loved this game.
Who?
I think it
Me?
was you. Yeah, I think it was you. I think you liked it, but you just you didn't like the performance or something like that.
It's still disappointing. It's still the most
Okay.
disappointing.
Or is it
Link's
that you?
Awakening remake so far, maybe. I don't know.
I'm trying to
Nice.
think.
You're the
Only
only one I
Chanbara.
know that didn't like it.
Screw that game.
I don't think there's many games that I could say that I'm most disappointed with. This
That
year.
disappoint. This one be this year?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that was a question, right? This year.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Thank you.
Kingdom
See,
Hearts 3, Days Gone.
You see, I
That's what-
mentally
Days Gone.
block Kingdom Hearts 3 from my memory. That's why I don't remember it. But yeah,
Caligula
fuck Kingdom
Effect I
Hearts
put
3.
in there, and I have Tales of Vesperia in mine.
Oh, you didn't like Caligula Effect?
Nope, and I also have Tales of Vesperia in there.
Vesperia,
Oh,
holy
God.
shit.
Gab.
Dang.
Oh man, what's the kick button?
That is my dropped game list. Well, I mean beat, but dropped because I didn't like them.
Okay.
Yeah, someone get like a bodyguard for Gabby.
I know, right? She got the,
They
she
should
got
make
the
sure she-
hottest of takes
okay,
I've ever
y'all.
seen in my life.
Make sure she makes it home safe today.
I got that knife
Man,
on
these
keep
spicy
that
hot
motherfucking
takes
thing
here.
on me.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 for me. Anybody else?
Yeah, I can
Kingdom
agree with
Hearts
Kingdom Hearts. If I was into the franchise and waiting for it as long as you guys, I would have said Kingdom Hearts 3 also. But
Persona
still
dancing
Borderlands
games on the
3 for me.
Switch. Yep.
Yeah. Borderlands 3 for me still.
Oh yeah, Borderlands.
Now wait a minute, Riku. Are you mad because you couldn't get the platinum?
No. This is before. Like I said, when I was in the middle of playing it, I was telling my co-op friend, I was like, "This is the franchise I'm playing." He's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not coming back to this shit." So this is
Oh,
before I was at like 40% of the trophies when I said that shit.
Okay, you're making sure.
Mhm.
All right. Spoons, did you say what game you're disappointed with?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay, yeah, we universal on this one.
I mean, I got a free copy of Days Gone, and I still feel ripped off with that game.
Damn. But wait,
I
do you
just-
have a PS4 Pro?
No, I have a PS4.
That could be the reason why you don't like
Well,
it.
no, see,
or...
it wasn't the graphics or the optimization; it was the gameplay itself.
Oh, okay.
It was repetitive and boring.
That and the bite controls felt disgusting. Like
Yeah, they were gross.
I've played SNES games with better control than that.
Guys, this man Hoodley is in the chat trying to defend Kingdom Hearts 3 so bad.
Bro, no,
I'm sorry,
this
bro.
man Hoodley was throws through shade at Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that one time. Only thing I'll give to you is Rex, but bruh.
I'm sorry, Hoodley, but like we gotta speak our piece on that. We didn't like Kingdom Hearts 3. It was bad. Alrighty, Nightmare. Next question.
Next question comes from. Oh no, it's the world. Don't question me. Currently, from all of the JRPGs released this year so far, where would you put Cold Steel 3 on the list? I think this is only a specific question for Shadow.
Of all the lists that released this year, it's close to the top. It really is. It's like it's probably number
Just put it at
one.
number one.
It's
Just
number
do
one. It has to be.
I'm really trying to think what else
I'm
even
re-
came out this
Yeah,
year
I'm
that was
re-
phenomenal
yeah.
for JRPGs. I mean, there's the Fire Emblem Three Houses. right?
That wasn't that definitely wasn't worth mentioning. It's not bad. It's just not personally for
That's
me.
my game of the year. Hold up.
Worth mentioning. This year, I can't really. Yeah, it's Cold Steel. It might be because I'm playing it right now and I can't think of anything right now. But man, that game is just it's something.
What about Persona Q2?
Man, if you don't miss me with that, you don't miss me with that game. I mean, it's
What
not.
Persona Q2 is amazing though. You just didn't play it because you got rid of your 3DS, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true.
But what about Persona 3 and 5 Dancing?
Miss me with that.
That's
Both
not
terrible.
JRPG.
Both terrible. Persona 4 Dancing is the only good one.
Wait, what changed them that made the other ones bad?
What do you mean? Have you played 4? Have you played 3 and 5?
I haven't played any of them because they're not on Switch, but
Okay, so 4 is an actual rhythm game, and 3 and 5 are wannabe rhythm games that suck.
I mean, when I look at gameplay, they look the same, but
You have to feel it, because a rhythm game should feel smooth, but the 3 and 5 feel like bad.
all right.
I think God Eater 3.
Just check out
was
my
actually pretty
review
good.
on my channel of all 3 dancing games, as I did platinum them, folks.
Shameless plug. Yeah, I'm looking at a list for JRPGs released this year. Cold Steel is like far and beyond at the top, taking it completely.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do we have? I think
I
have
didn't say
only two
about.
more. Okay, so I have only 2 more. Sebastian 003 Peru asks maybe favorite, least favorite developer.
I would
I did
say.
copy them from the Discord. So
No,
maybe it's
Compile
part of
Heart.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Compile Heart or something like that. Yeah.
favorite versus least favorite?
Yeah.
I'd say least favorite Game Freak because they never change things up, and whenever they develop things that aren't Pokemon, they're even worse than Pokemon.
Okay. What about everybody else? Gaming with Spoons. What do you got?
Favorite, I'd have to go with favorite.
You literally cut out as soon as you said your favorite.
Sorry, Atlas would be my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Least favorite, I'd have.
Cut out again. What was that last one?
My microphone hates me today. Apparently,
It might be the internet too.
Yeah, it could.
If you leave the Discord and come back, it might fix it.
Yeah. Who else got to go?
I'll go. Least favorite, Ubisoft. I hate them. Favorite, obviously Falcom.
Okay.
Atlas is my fave, and I don't know. Let's say Game Freak is my least fave right now.
Damn, the shit on Game Freak. Oh my.
I want to
God.
say Sega's my favorite, but Sega's too inconsistent. So I'd probably say Nintendo.
Okay.
Understandable.
I think that's everybody on this one. Nightmare. What's the last question?
The last question comes from Shadnik, who says, "Would JRPG has the best atmosphere?"
Why do
He made a joke about
Why you
this.
say it like that?
Because that's what he wrote down. I can put it into the chat. so
Persona
you-
5.
The
No,
best-
wait, Persona 4.
The best atmosphere.
Atmosphere?
You know what? I gotta say, when it comes to like the world and how everything comes through and how I'm learning more about the world and everybody and I'm really interested in, it's the Cold Steel games. They're like all the time. Like after each and every event in Cold Steel, I'm always interested in the world and how the NPCs are taking the events that have unfolded. But atmosphere, that's a tough one. Like I would say the best game with really good atmosphere is like Dead Space, but as far as a JRPG, I can't really think of anything.
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
As far as atmosphere, and I've only played it for a little bit. When my friend let me borrow it, and I was like, back then I wasn't really into this type of gameplay when it came to JRPGs, but I am now. I would say Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah, I would say I was pretty interesting. Seeing how humanity was coming together. And
Well, I say atmosphere, I'm talking about like exploration and like how big and vast, and the atmosphere behind it made it seem really,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, I'd probably agree with Rico.
Out
on
of
that
this
for
world.
Projects.
out of this world.
Okay.
That's
Souls?
what it was.
I'm trying to think. SMT games do have like really good atmosphere. I'm trying to pick one. I'll probably say Digital Devil Saga, like just the post-apocalyptic world and soundtrack that went along with it. It was just so good.
I gotta say, like, yeah, the SMT games do that. They give you a feeling of dread and despair,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, I'm feeling that with Nocturne, which is probably why I'm a little bit bored with it. But yeah, atmosphere. That's a tough one. Is that all the questions?
Yeah.
That's all of the questions we got here. I can check if there's more, but I don't think so.
Oh, Dragon Quest does have a good atmosphere. Like it's really Disney and upbeat.
I think I cut you off, Riku. What were you saying?
Well, I was saying you can definitely tackle this question in multiple ways, whether it's atmosphere, where you're looking at it from a world building standpoint, or gameplay just running around and stuff. Because it looks like me and you tackled it in 2 different ways.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And if we were to go solely on a world building atmosphere, I'd go with Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I love the war in Final Fantasy X. That was really good. Okay, I think that's all the topics that we got and all the Discord questions. I have one more topic. I didn't know we can just maybe skip it. I don't know. But I feel like JRPGs and anime kind of go hand in hand. So I'll ask everybody what anime you're currently watching right now. Gab, you watching any anime?
I just finished Demon Slayer actually, and it was my first
Nice.
like recent anime in a long time, and absolutely loved it. So if you haven't seen Demon Slayer, it's on Crunchyroll, so go watch it.
Get
Very
hyped for
good.
the movie.
Okay. Riku?
Started Boku no Hero season 4. Episode 2 was my god, that was good. People are exploding like Fist of the North Star. And I started Blade of the Immortal. It's okay, sadly. I wish it was a lot better. And people want me to start on No Gun Life. We'll see how that turns out. And Beastars, I might just read the manga to that. So, yeah.
Okay. Souls?
Riku, you actually gave me a lot of anime I've been meaning to watch that I forgot, so thank you. But I'm gonna be starting My Hero today, and also one thing I am watching now is Saint Seiya because they added the original one on
Let's
Netflix.
go. My favorite anime of all time.
Nice. It's pretty good. It's getting pretty good because I never got a chance to finish. I only got like a few episodes in, so I'm glad that they added to Netflix. Even though it's not all of them, I think it's a good amount to get into for right now.
Yeah. 1986 still holds up.
Yes, sir.
Nightmare.
go
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got something?
Oh no, I'm just gonna ask Riku. Have you seen the Netflix version? Is
Yes.
the dub
It's
changed
new.
or is it's new?
It's new, but it's. Oh, you talking about the 1986 version?
Yeah.
I haven't heard the newest dub yet.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you if it's different from the original because I heard the original one is pretty bad, like in translation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Nightmare, you watching any anime right now?
I'm just I got finished this week with Grimgar for a review purpose kind of thing. Coming early November, like probably the first. That's how it's planned. It was decent. I have some things to say about it, but I want to keep it for the review. And the other thing is that because I want to prepare for potential spicy hot takes from a certain Daniel, I actually going and rewatch School Days just for preparation.
School Days. I like School Days.
Did you? What'd you say his name was?
Certain Daniel, you know, you
I
remember?
don't know Daniel. I know a Shentai. I don't know a Daniel.
Wow. I know Shintai too. Shintai's my boy. I don't know who this Daniel is.
I know, right? I don't know what this Daniel is you speak of. Nah, I'm playing around.
But yeah, no, I'm going to watch this. It's going to be interesting because I already have my opinion on it. I just want to have a short refresher and then see how it's going. So
Okay.
I don't know. So also the question is, will he cover the OVAs who are very weird?
Okay.
That's
Blake, what you watching, man?
So I mentioned earlier that I was watching Persona 4 the animation, but 10 episodes into that now. Really interesting to see them condense the events of the game into like such a laid-back show. But aside from that, Riku knows I've been watching that JoJo.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, my God.
I'm
Nice.
10. I think I just finished episode 11 of part 3 today. A character that was close, dear to my heart, kind of bites the dust though. But like Riku said at one point, these JoJo dudes, they don't stick around long. You get used to it. So,
how'd you like the orangutan?
bro. Okay, so there's this monkey, and he looks at this underage woman in a shower, and I'm like, all I can hear is that "Drop It Off" song with the big gorilla like giving the dick to the pit. Like that's all I can hear when I see this. I'm like, she's like 12, bro. I know you're a monkey. And this man Souls was like, she's probably the same age as that monkey. And I was like, no, that's not okay. No.
Oh man.
That made me all types uncomfortable, which is weird because there's some funky shit in JoJo. And out of all the things, it's this woman, it's this like 12-year-old in the shower getting looked at by a monkey that makes me not okay.
Is it worth watching, JoJo?
Oh, it is worth. It is worth. The first like 9 episodes are kind of and like part 1's a little but like part 2, Joseph, Joseph is fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Anime I've been watching My Hero, 7 Deadly Sins. I've been trying to catch up on that. And
now wait a minute, which 7 Deadly Sins? Because there's 2, I believe.
Season 2. It's one on Netflix.
No, that's not what he that's not what he was asking. I know what he was asking because I know what he's talking about.
Jesus Christ, Shadow, come on. Man.
Okay, yeah, I know he's okay. Go ahead, Smooth.
And then I've been rewatching Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex.
That's the one I wanted to rewatch.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, if you want, we can all do that together one day if we have a time. Because it's worth doing it together. It's a bonding experience.
All right. I gotta be honest. I haven't really been watching much anime myself. I want to watch My Hero, but that seems like for me, I need to at least let 12 episodes air so I can just binge watch it and not have a problem with it. I'm actually, I guess I'm technically watching the FGO, the Fate Grand Order anime, because I did watch the 3 episodes as they aired, so I guess I'm technically watching that.
How's that? I heard it's pretty trash.
Listen, if you like Fate Grand Order, you're gonna like this. Everybody else, stay the hell away. Like it's just for Fate Grand Order players. That's all it is.
As far as I understand it, it's just the Ishtar show. So
yeah, this is where all the Fate Grand Order whales money went towards. Well, part of it. So yeah, it's not anything special, but it's something to watch. I need to get on Demon Slayer. Everybody's keep telling me to watch Demon Slayer, and I'm like, okay, I gotta start it.
You should.
Cause like somebody told me it was made by Ufotable or something like that.
Sure.
So of course the
Animation's
fights
top tier.
Yeah, so I gotta watch it. And I keep saying I want to watch it, but I've never found the opportunity. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've really fallen off the anime bandwagon. I think I watched a couple of episodes of Dr. Stone and I liked it, but I didn't go back to watch more. I don't even know why. I saw a lot of Vinland Saga in the chat, and I heard that one was pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm currently watching that too. I think that's currently my favorite thing airing.
Okay, so that's a podcast, guys. I really appreciate everybody coming out. Let me ask everybody a question. How do you like the layout? I think the layout...
It's pretty good so far.
Yeah,
I like the topic
layout.
changing pictures and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I figured I'd change it up a little bit, try to get a little bit of a visual representation of how this goes. You know, not many podcasts do this, you know, and it took me some time to get this done. So,
It's cool.
So I would like a little appreciation, people in the chat. Hit that like button, just help a brother out. That's
Shadow wants a cookie. Give him a cookie.
I know, right? I don't ask for much. Out here in these JRPG streets. All right. Okay. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna start with these outros. Go right ahead, Gab.
Thanks for coming on out, guys. We always appreciate it. You know where to find me. As always, my links are always going to be at GabMew. And yeah, so hope to see you guys in the next episode.
Okay, Riku?
Riku-san.
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
gonna get back to this.
Oh, he ain't
Hello?
trying to plug it.
Hello?
I'm saying it's the Riku someone gone.
Alrighty, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Okay. I was saying Riku-san won the only one. We get back to this Trails of Cold Steel 3, and peace out, people.
Souls?
This is Souls. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Souls, when are you gonna get out your next video, bro?
Probably I'll just let you know.
Oh man, you hate to see it. Anime YouTuber potential right here.
Bruh, he
Just
needs
not
a
taking
bloody
advantage
horror
of
game
it.
to come out for him to come back to YouTube.
Maybe when Burning Blood 2 come out.
Nightmare.
This is Nightmare Alpha. It was nice to be here again. Next thing's coming up. Another podcast, another episode of the Digital Juice Bar. Next Saturday, as far as I'm aware of. Apparently, the editing takes a while. If I forgot any kind of questions, you can just ask them again, and we take care of them. It's always nice to be here. You can find me on Twitter, on YouTube. Hopefully, this time around with the active channel in the description. Right?
Real quick. Oh yeah, you're right. Give me your latest link because I was trying
Yeah,
to look
give
for
you
it.
the latest link when we're done here.
Real quick. Get Heason's question real quick, and we'll try to get that real
We
quick.
can take a look. What was it? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, the question was, would you consider the Souls games of Souls-like as Bloodborne and Dark Souls to be JRPGs?
No.
No.
They technically are, but I wouldn't consider them JRPGs.
I do. I consider them action RPGs.
Well, you're a
Great.
heathen, so.
Great, so all questions captured.
Alrighty. Blake?
Hey, it's been fun. As always, a big thank you to Shadow for having me on, as well as everyone else for coming out. Hit that like button for your boy, as he has put in a lot of work to make this happen. More work goes on behind the scenes than you guys know, and we are 3 likes away from 100 likes. Can we break 100 likes during my speech? As well as you can find me. You can find me over at Westtown HD on Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr. There's a DeviantArt account there with some stuff on it. I promise it's not mine. I promise it's not mine. And I also run a podcast, Talk of Town podcast as well. We've had Shadow on there a few times. Schedule for that is tentative. We like to do Saturday nights, but we don't always have time for Saturday nights. We might do one this Friday night because I'm going to be out of town for Saturday night and Sunday night. God knows why. So, yeah.
Why you say it like that?
Yeah, I gotta say, your podcast is pretty good, Blake. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
All right. Spoons, go ahead and plug yourself, your channel, and where they can find you.
So you can find me on YouTube on Gaming with Spoons, and most active on Twitter if you want to get me off of YouTube at Tonberry King 128. And we're gonna try to get out a review this week, hopefully.
Alrighty. Good to have you on, Spoons. I appreciate your knowledge on Xenoblade. I mean, not Xenoblade,
thank you.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions. My bad.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem. And if you want to be on this podcast, I can no longer accept random people. Unfortunately, you gotta have something. Like, we've gotta talk for a little bit, or you gotta at least have a YouTube channel. Because I tried randoms before, and it didn't work out too well. So yeah, you gotta have a little something, or I gotta talk to you one-on-one and see if you're about this podcast life. So we'll go from there. Anyway, this is, of course, your Japanese role-playing game, God, Shadow Elite, bringing you the JRPG podcast, the only JRPG podcast you should be listening to. We really appreciate. We peaked at like 160-something viewers. That's an all-time podcast high. So, yes, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Everybody else should, too. That was really good. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right. And yeah,
High five.
we will if you want your questions answered, we got our Discord. The link is going to be in the description. We'll make sure to get to those questions on the podcast at the end of the podcast. Join my Discord. Like I said, link is in the description. And yeah, we will be back the week after next. We're trying to get this podcast going every other Sunday. So, not next Sunday, but the following Sunday. I'll have a heads up on Twitter. I'll use a post on YouTube. You'll definitely see it somewhere. So I thank everybody for coming out. Appreciate everyone for being here. And we're going to head out of here. As we know, Persona 5 is the best JRPG. And Cold Steel is going to be right up there. All right. I ain't got no slander this time, so I'm going to let everybody live.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I got no slander this time. Alrighty. So, yeah, November 3rd, Acebreaker. Definitely, we're shooting for that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We out of here. Peace.
Deuces.
Peace.
Bye.